fucking muted.
There you go.
Okay, my bad. Technical difficulties out the gate. You know this wouldn't go right if we didn't have it. Anyhow, you're now tuned in to the Great Minds Think Alike live stream, brought to you by GMTA Media. We are your trusted source for hip-hop, sports, and entertainment news, and we're your hosts, Nov and my brother Orlito. What's good, my brother? How you feeling today, Bang?
I got a little jet lag still kind of trying to adjust to the time and shit. A little hoarse, a little raspy, but I made it. Look at that. I made my flight back. Look at that.
I made it back home. Shit.
I made it back home.
Yeah. How was it, bro? How was the trip?
Man, it was decent, bro. You know, a lot of walking. You know, I went with three other friends and shit. It was one of my friends' birthday, so you know they did a lot of gambling. I'm not like the big gambling type. I play. I like more playing the table. You know, something that I feel like I'm a little more in control of, like my destiny and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really like fucking with. I don't really like fucking with the machines like that. But you know, to each his own. But yeah, it was decent. We went to a comedy show, to the Jimmy Kimmel Club, comedy club or whatever. Ended up checking out Lunel. Yeah, we ended up seeing Lunel and shit. She was pretty dope. She was funny. She put like an hour and a half show on. It was just her. Little small intimate place. Yeah, and it was cheap, bro. I think like the tickets was like $40 for like an hour and a half show to see Lunel. Yeah, it was a decent. It was pretty decent, bro. Yeah, I had a good time.
Oh, that's what's up, man. I haven't been to Vegas in like forever and a day, but man, that's a beautiful city. The only place I could deal with the heat, man. The only place I could deal with the heat.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, bro. It was like in the shit. Like the highest it got when we was out there was like 81 in the daytime, obviously, and then like when the sun went away, it was kind of nippy. You know what I'm saying? Like if you wasn't full of that drink, or you wasn't like actively doing something, you better have put a jacket on.
Shit. Oh man, that's what's up, bro. I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself, and glad you back, man. We back again, episode 27.
Appreciate you,
Grand Chap. Before we get into stuff, let's welcome in our special guest host. None other than our brother, Reno the Don, man.
What's up, fellas?
What's going on, Reno?
Salute.
What's the word, brother, man? How you feeling today?
Man, feeling excellent.
Man, congratulations. Global Independence hit 1 million views.
That's what's up.
Yeah, just happened today.
So,
how ironic, nice. Right? Yeah, appreciate it.
No doubt, bro. That's a hell of a feat, bro. We trying to get to 30 subscribers on that bitch. Shit.
Oh no, we getting there. We gonna get there. We definitely go get there.
Man, but global independence, right? Tell the people that's watching, because last time we had you on here was more on pizzeria. Let people know about the content they can find on global independence.
Pretty much anything. I labeled it like Global Independence Television. So it's pretty much music, dealing with snakes. I got 2 pet snakes. So I usually film the interesting thing about snakes and stuff. Why you react like that, no?
Bro, I got phobia to reptiles, bro.
Oh my God. Yeah, man. So I filmed the snakes and then cartoons and also sports. So it's some of everything that you can find on there. You know, it's a mixture. Yep.
That's what's up, man. Again, congratulations on the 1 million views. And
thank you.
Definitely. Congrats.
Check out my brother Reno the Dawn on Global Independence on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Right?
Yep. Yep. For sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, man. So, fellas, man, let's get right into some news, man. I didn't really I kept the news a little light because I knew we were going to get into more discussion on the topics, but we're going to speak boxing. Dmitry Bivol vacates his WBC light heavyweight title to make the Arthur Beterbiev third fight. And let me take that back. Bivol and Beterbiev will go into the trilogy fight, and just because that's going on, the WBC has elevated David Benavidez to the WBC light heavyweight championship. Orlito, thoughts on that?
Yeah, I just seen that recently. That's a good look for Benavidez. That, but what like it is that assure him like so if Canelo wins, when Canelo wins this next fight, is that the fight that's gonna happen next now?
So here's the thing, right? If we're not mistaken, we covered it. Bivol, after he defeated Beterbiev, said, "I'm gonna take some time off to rest some injuries," right? And I think me and you called it that Beterbiev should go into the Benavidez fight until whatever. But since they're going into the trilogy, I think it's a great move. First and foremost, I do not think he's ducking Benavidez. He just went 24 rounds with Beterbiev. So he's not ducking Benavidez to me. But I will say this. I like this because it puts Canelo in a hard place now. It puts him in a very hard place. If he decides to jump up, there's no picking champions because you're either going to fight Benavidez or you're either going to fight the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol.
Beterbiev, yep. And he already lost to Bivol.
Yeah.
At a lower weight class, right?
No, at that weight class.
At that weight class.
Oh, that weight class? Oh, yeah. He could,
yeah.
So what's your thoughts on that, Reno?
Man, listen, I think it's about that time. It's about the time to get him it's sad that you got to do it this way, but you got to put him in that box to make him come out and, because Benavidez, that fight is long overdue. That fight is way long overdue. Canelo Benavidez. So now they got him in that trick bag to where they got to, okay, now it's pick or choose. So yeah, I agree with it. I think it should have happened a long time ago, but we at where we at. So I think it should have happened that way. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I think it's the best solution as far as out of those three securing that Canelo fight when he comes up. Because again, you said it could have happened. It should have happened a long time ago, but the difference was Canelo was flexing from different weight classes where Bivol and Beterbiev stay at 175, and Benavidez jumped up in hopes of securing that fight. And,
right.
So it's either Canelo's gonna after scroll look at some of these three, or we're gonna have to call him out on his bullshit.
Yeah, but don't you think we long overdue to be calling him out on it? Because if you think about it,
we have.
Yeah, because
he had options though. Let's be real, because every time he jumped in and out, like for instance, Charlo was no danger to him, but Charlo presented a payday because Charlo is a recognized American name, right?
Right. True.
Everybody else Canelo's been fighting outside of Bivol, who did upset him, is UK, German, so you know what I'm saying, like European fighters. He was on a European fest.
He was.
And he was able to do that because at these times the belts wasn't unified. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Charlo had a belt, Canelo had a belt. So I think now that the belts are getting cleaned up, now it leaves him with no choice. That's why I say, yeah, he should have fought Benavidez. That's his number one contender at 168. Right. Benavidez didn't have to jump up to 175, but he did. But the way I see it is Canelo all due respect, after May, whatever, 3rd, he ain't got no choice now. He got no choice. He ain't got no
Yeah,
options.
I
He ain't
can't
got no
wait.
options. Me
Now
either,
let me
man.
ask you. Let me ask you. Do you think he gonna win it? Depending on who he fights.
I think Benavidez is the more beatable fighter out of the 3.
I agree.
I think so. I think so.
And
Can he
the
beat him?
only
I don't
reason
know.
I would say that is because we already seen the way that he performed in that weight class, and it wasn't too hot to me. You know what I'm saying?
And we're about to find out because I only got a fight coming up soon.
You do got a
Yeah.
fight coming up in May.
Yep.
So let's pay attention to that fight, Orly, because I believe the last fight he had up there, he's getting acclimated. That was his first fight.
Was his first fight. Right.
Kind of like how Crawford did with what's his name, Madrid, but that was his
Yeah.
name.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
that
hold
dude
it.
was pretty impressive. No bullshit.
Yeah, pretty tough. So I'm not gonna hold it against him. But the next fight we'll have to see, right? Because now you already had that fight. You already know what you got to do in training to prepare. So we'll see.
Yeah.
So next up, it's rumored. I don't know how official it is, but Amir Khan versus Manny Pacquiao in the O2 London Arena, man. Okay.
That seems
It's
fun.
money
Yeah.
That seems fun. I got Pacquiao.
for sure, and by KO, and by knockout. Manny
Yeah.
says, Khan's been knocked, even though Pacquiao's been knocked out plenty of times too, but I just believe Pacquiao's more physically disciplined, where Khan balloons the fuck up between fights. He's
Yeah.
probably, so for him to cut this weight, I don't even know where they're fighting at, but the weight class, but I know it's rumored it's going to be on Danzig in August. So we'll see. I just thought I'd throw that out there. What's your thoughts on that?
Shout out Joey D. I'll see you in the building, bro.
Let me check this.
Man, I think that would be a dope ass fight. I think that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Because it's something like a lot of people know who those people are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like so it would be
It's like a
dope
legends
little
fight.
Yeah,
Little legends
for
fight.
sure.
Yeah, like a legend.
Just like how everybody was excited when Roy Jones and Tyson fought together. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the way I see it, that's a good fight for them. I don't expect something big to happen for the winner of this fight, right?
No, like a little exhibition. Little...
That's it. Yeah.
So let me check
Workout.
out the comments right quick. My brother Joey Dizzle, cabron in the house.
Shout out Joey D.
Brother.
My brother.
Canelo gotta fight a real one now. He got 3 of them.
Yeah, he gotta take his picking, eh?
How you say pick your points?
Right.
46 already. Jeez. And that motherfucker look
Damn.
me, Joy. And that motherfucker look younger than me, bro. I seen a fucking video of Pacquiao. I'm like, this nigga look like 35 and shit. Motherfucker.
Right.
Shout out my better legend, man. All right, let's get into some hip hop news. So we've been gone for 2 weeks. This old news, but we gotta cover it. Young Scooter was shot and killed on his 39th birthday. According to Lieutenant Andrew Smith of the APD, Scooter was not shot, but stating young Scooter died after bleeding from death from an injury sustained from jumping over a fence when evading Atlanta police. The story behind that, guys, is he got swatted by a bitch he was fucking with.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, young Scooter. What is it? What's
P. Young Scooter.
That's the name of Future's
fight?
FB.
Yeah, FBG.
Yeah.
So the last time we were online, we reported Yellow Beezy was arrested for the murder for hire of Mo 3. Well, I'm here to report that he's been released out on bail. He made bail. He's out on bail. Let me ask y'all real quick.
Uh-oh.
I gotta ask.
Yeah.
I'm not a Diddy defender. I'm not defending Diddy, but Not right. There's not a murder case on Diddy shit, right? Not yet.
No, not yet.
Why
Not
that
yet.
man can't make and this guy got a body and they let him out? I don't know.
That is
Yeah,
crazy.
that's crazy.
You know,
Was it more to the
I don't know.
story? Was it more
No,
to the
it's more
story?
money. Oh, then he got more money. Let me
Right,
get
right.
this money off. Let's get him chopped. Oh man,
Oh,
he looks 16. Yeah, that motherfucker would look young as fuck. I swear, Manny Pacquiao. Who got it
Dirt for
worse?
sure.
oh yeah,
Be
yeah, dirt.
Dirt.
Yeah,
You know why the Dirk situation I think is more uglier is because all the videos, the songs, the
yeah.
tweets, but Beezy
And
really
then they were
just made
saying even like they were saying something, you know, Drake, he has that song where he says something about
one of Dirk's
something
going through a
about
drill through his song.
yeah, yeah. I like I like Drake. Drake, you ain't shit, bro. At this point in the moment, this man going through this shit, you gonna say that shit in the song, bro? That's fucked up.
And
Insane.
you know what makes it more fucked up? What's more insane? The song he said, Marvin's Room.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
He said Marvin used to drill to it.
Oh my god.
I ain't
Yeah.
never thought of a knob. Walking to the
Hey, I'm gonna go drill, put this Marvin's room on real quick. I've been beefing with these war guys real hard. Hold on, let me get in mode. Look
Oh man.
that's crazy work.
But speaking on that, little baby has been caught on wiretap, supposedly, allegedly putting bounties on people's head, and he was just warned recently about a RICO coming. So,
Yeah.
here goes a guy like, look, it was right there in plain sight. What's young YSL got RICO'd, YFN's crew got RICO'd. You're closely affiliated, heavily affiliated actually to Young Thug.
With what? Young Thug, yeah.
You know, so that's one dude that at least Dark tried, I guess, when he took his Shahada, you know, he tried to like, I don't know, where little baby was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead. What's your thoughts on that? That little baby possibly about to get Rico next.
Hey man. I don't know, man. I don't know. It looked like they're going after everybody. It's almost like an every week thing. You see something new. It's something new. I don't know. So I don't want to say it should happen to him. We're not saying that, but you know.
You gotta be smarter. You
Yeah.
gotta be smarter. That's what it comes down to, bro. I mean,
When is it gonna happen?
If that type of shit is going down, there's no reason that you should be the one on the phone saying that type of shit, incriminating yourself like that. There should be somebody else that's talking on your behalf for some. I'm not saying that you should be doing that shit regardless, but I'm not like, you know, whatever, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Like there's way, you know, you gotta think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All I gotta say is, if you want, I'm not trying to condone violence, but here's my advice: if you want a motherfucker gone, do it yourself and save yourself the money and go to jail. They're gonna put you in jail regardless.
Right.
You're gonna pay somebody.
Yeah.
Pay somebody. They're gonna get. He gonna get like 10, 15, but they're gonna say, "Hey, we're gonna give you 8 if you tell us who put you." That's what's gonna happen, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Instead of catching a body, they're just gonna catch a pipe case and shit. So, yeah, man, I don't know, because every murder for hire that I've heard of recently, all of them got snitched on.
Yeah,
Beezy, Dirt, everybody.
all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. Big U, Big U.
Yeah.
Yep.
All kind of yeah.
He done for cook.
With all of this going down, I would like to shout out my boy 50 Cent, the smartest guy who started that one song by saying, I am not gang. I do not gang bang.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
all I'm saying, fellas. 50, he said it on that song. He hasn't got indicted for shit he's done. But anyhow,
exactly.
let's continue. Diddy's ex-girl, Cassie, will be the only alleged victim to testify at the upcoming trial. The other 3 witnesses will remain anonymous. I believe that's unfair as fuck. Unless them 3 are minors, I think it's unfair.
Right.
How is your defense
Yeah,
supposed
that's
to
weird.
prepare for a case? How is the defense supposed to prepare for a case they don't even know who they're fighting?
Right.
The only protection is for minors, and if they're not minors, reveal yourself. Sean Kingston and his mother were convicted in Florida for wire fraud and scamming vendors out of luxury items and fake payments. Ynw Melly has a bond hearing May 6th. Finally, this guy's been locked down 6-7 years fighting this bond.
That's crazy.
Already had a mistrial, and they still ain't allowed this guy any bail or bond. What's your thoughts on this? Because I'm gonna be real honest. It's been 6 years. 6 years, and the evidence they thought they had didn't work.
Right.
I don't know, man. 6 years, 7 years, he's finally up for a bond hearing. I'm trying to hear when is his new trial. What y'all thoughts on? Because Ynw Melly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say I was a big fan of him, but I will say one thing: he did carry melodies very well, bro. Like he really, So, what's your thoughts on that? Are you familiar with Melly at all, y'all?
A little bit.
Yeah, me too. That's smart. Just a tad bit.
Okay. Yeah, I used to see him on that King Von did some songs with him and shit. So that's why I really got familiar with him. Then I started checking out his shit.
That whole thing that he got going on is crazy, bro. Like, I don't, where is he locked up at?
Florida.
Florida. Okay.
Florida.
Wow.
So let's continue. Tupac's estate is being sued over the alleged theft of Dr. Khalid Muhammad's copyrighted speech in the song "White Man's World."
Wow.
Yeah, that's some money hungry motherfuckers.
It is.
That's crazy.
It is. That's very crazy. That song is how old?
It's 1996.
Right.
We're going on 30 years.
Exactly.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't get it.
That shit shouldn't even be able to, proceed. I should throw that shit away.
Here's my thing with this, and I'm not trying to disrespect Khalid Muhammad at all, but the stuff you were talking about, Tupac respected it. That's why he put that shit on White Man's World.
Exactly.
Tupac furthered your message to a generation that probably didn't hear that, my man.
That's a fact.
Right.
That's a fact.
So, and I believe if I was to look up, and I could be wrong, if I was to look up Khalid Muhammad's speech and look up Tupac's White Man's World, I will bet my dollar that White Man's World got more views and more spins or more whatever. So
that's for sure.
Trying to discredit and I'm not trying to discredit or disrespect, but if I'm that man's family, I'll be like, the legend Tupac used it. It's okay. He represented what you were talking about. What's your thoughts on that? I believe it's money hungry, money grab. How about y'all?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, come on now.
Same. Same. I mean, if it was something different, he should have did that shit when he first when Pac first released the song or when he first heard it or whatever.
That's
not
my biggest
30 plus
issue.
years later.
Yeah, come on now. Come on now.
So let's get into some good news. And I want to touch on this subject for a second because it's someone, I believe Noriega on Drink Champs told Will Smith that Bad Boys is the greatest movie franchise in history, right? And that's pretty dope. It got me thinking. But I got some good news, fellas. And I know Ice Cube is officially bringing back Last Friday.
Nice.
Officially, it came out of his mouth. And that got me to thinking, is that the greatest hip-hop hood franchise movie? Fridays?
Oh.
Yeah, it could be.
That's tough. That's tough. I think so.
That's the conversation.
I think so. You think about the combination of the comedians and the actors that's in all the ones that he had, from Chris Tucker to Mike Epps, Cat Williams, and you know what I'm saying, and so on.
And where's my boy's name from? Everyone hates Chris. Dude's funny. So Terry
Crews. Terry Crews. Terry Crews. Yep. Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm hearing rumors have it that Smokey will take part of this. I don't know, man. It got me thinking. I know it's gonna be numbers. Before we get into next Ice Cube news, just off the memory, is that one of the greatest hip hop movie franchise, Orly?
Shit, I mean, I can't really put my finger on any other. I'm trying to think, but yeah, because that has that's going to be the third one, fourth one. Yeah, I can't think of anything that has more than that. I would have said like Belly or something, but that only has two. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna talk about Belly later. Matter of fact, we're gonna talk about Belly later. We're gonna talk. I forgot the dog. We talked about the dog today, Grand. All right. So also going on with some Ice Cube news. Ice Cube is officially.
How about Don't Be a Man? Oh no, that only has one, right?
No, but it could be considered one of the best movies, but franchise gotta have more than one. But I believe that Don't Be a Man, that's for sure one of my top 5. That motherfucker, man, that's classic. Okay, Ice Cube will finally get his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The ceremony takes place April 16th.
Wow.
Very well.
That's
overdue. Long overdue.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, disrespect. Snoop Dogg's one of my favorite of all time. But how the hell Snoop Dogg from Soul got it before Ice Cube with everything he's
You just shocked me with that news. I didn't know that. That's crazy. I thought his was already. I thought he already had one.
I thought he had like 3 of them. One for him as an actor, one for him.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Also, 106 in Park is set for a reboot, and the hosts supposed to be Keke Palmer and Kai Cenat. I was a big fan of 106 in Park, but that was a different time and place. Where do you think? First, let me ask what y'all thought of 106 in Park and the impact it had then, and where you think it would fit in today's demographic. Start with you, Orlito.
Shit, I think that 106 in Park had like its its last little run or its last leg, like when Free and AJ went away. I think they were like the coldest hosts and they had the best chemistry and they just knew how to like, they were like the coldest at like running the show. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you see certain things or certain people do certain, you know, so long on doing something and then they switch that shit up, it doesn't feel as organic. It doesn't feel as, you know what I'm saying, as genuine or whatever. And they just seemed very genuine and organic together. And I think after they ended up leaving, they might have tried to push the show in different directions, like get different people to host it and swap different people and shit like that. But I don't think it was ever the same. You know what I'm saying? Think it lost like its core, like base, or you know what I'm saying, like.
No, that's real. I agree with that 100%. I think what it did back then, it was like it was one of the major platforms then for hip hop and you know, and for everybody to be able to get on there and perform or promote the music or whatever. But it's so many it's so many different things with the internet now. So many platforms, so many podcasts, and so many different things. I don't know. It won't. I don't think it'll have the same impact it had at one point. So that's my opinion on that. I don't think it'll be the same.
Okay. Me
I would like something
personally,
like the box. I would like something like the box before I would want something like 106 in Park.
Right now, yeah, for sure.
Just a channel that just play nothing but music videos. You know what I'm saying? I'd be down
Yep.
with that. Nobody talking, nobody nothing. Just music video, music video, music video. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I think what 106 in Park was to me was this is what's connection. You connected with the artist, whoever was their guest. You got a countdown. You know what I'm saying? Like they legit music countdown, right? Not like TRL. TRL used to do the pop shit, the Nellies, the Eminems. You know, they were really on that pop shit where 106 in Park had the Freestyle Fridays, gave opportunities to up and coming MCs.
The Blind Fury, where we were introduced to Blind Fury at.
Yep.
And Jinx, not Jinx. What's the Jinx, right? Jinx? No.
Yeah, the Asian guy.
Jen. Yeah, Jen. Yep.
So I think as far as the impact it had, it provided opportunity, right? And we connected. Me as a fan, I connected with artists because they used to interview the artists about them and their music. Where now you got your artists, they're, hey, what have you done on these streets? How many bodies you have? Have you been to jail? They don't even interview the artists about the music anymore. It's more about what have you done on these streets, what's your, etc. Right? So I believe this. I think if they go digital, because obviously they got Kai Cenat, he's the biggest streamer. So how much knowledge do we have of hip hop, right? And Keke Palmer, I love Keke Palmer, one of the young and up and coming actress, my bad. But they got hip hop knowledge, how AJ and Free have. You know what I'm saying? You know, it just depends what you're trying to do with 106 in Park. But I believe in this time and space, it could be done on television because everybody's on their phones, tablets, computers. So if they did some digital, I think it'll pop, but I don't think it will be anything like how it used to be because, again, Kai Cenat, like he bumps people's music, he reviews people's music, he's bumpy, but he's not really tuned in into the hip hop culture.
Right.
He's not tuned into the rap culture, you know. So we'll see. I just wanted to share that because that was something that, like Orly said, when AJ and Free dipped, and by the way, AJ took that shit hard. I remember that episode where he balled up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Where he no bullshit.
You know,
When they just got the news and shit.
Yeah, that was some real shit right there. So the way I see it, I don't think it will ever be the same, but I would like to see what it's going to look like going forward, you know. But in reality, I do wish there was a platform that was like the basement where Tigger got
Yeah, I
hit
used to
dead.
like
There
that
you go.
shit too,
There you
bro.
go. There you go.
So we need something like that because I'm tired of watching some of the artists that I like that's up and coming. They don't even give me a chance to even place them on a list because I'm like, yo, I like that song 2 days later, bam, or 2 days later, pow. So
Right.
yeah, we're in a tricky
And
space.
I think I would like somebody like doing the interviewing or hosting the show, not have anything to do with like, not like a Joe Budden or nothing like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like somebody that don't got no, like a Tigger, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have no, or AJ and Free, they ain't had no type of tie to like no music. They would just, you know what I'm saying? They
Right.
just
Unbiased.
knew.
Unbiased.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I fuck with AJ and Free. Let's get into some crazy weird shit. Ray J calls Kai Cenat and says, "Why you don't invite me over for sleepovers and take a shower like you do the mother dude?"
Yeah. Oh my God. I saw that, man.
Man, this guy tripping, bro.
No, but listen though, it plays off what he just did on stage on a concert where he's like, "I got like 5 bands to trick off on somebody in this crowd tonight, and this and that." So,
Man.
but here's the latest. I just had to touch on that to get to this. Whack 100 gets on Instagram and says, "Nephew, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you, but bring me back my car. Bring me back my car, nephew." Crazy. I tracked my
I
car.
see
It's in
that.
Florida. He's like, "You didn't have to take my shit."
I seen that.
Ray J has been losing his motherfucking mind. He got on that 20v1 and someone made a comment about it. He's like, "Hold on, it's been a conspiracy." Motherfucker, the week prior, you were just saying, "Oh yeah, he did all that shit." What the fuck?
Oh
Check the
man.
comments out right quick. Fucking Ray J losing his motherfucking mind. I was in love with Julissa when they were taking Julissa on 106. Damn, I forgot about them. I remember Roxy and Terrence, but I don't remember Julissa. I remember when
I remember Bow Wow too on that motherfucker a little bit.
Oh, Mr. 106 in part.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's Nas. Have y'all peeped in? Y'all be peeping Nas on Instagram or Facebook at all? Are y'all
No, not really.
All right, so bro got the Mass Appeal, his record company, right? And yesterday in the morning he posted up 2 images, and one said 7 acts and the other one said 7 legends, right? It's been
Right.
decoded what this means. So this year, Mass Appeal proposes to present projects from Ghostface Killer, Mobb Deep, Raekwon, De La Soul, Slick Rick, Big L, that's the shocker to me, and the rumored Nas and Premier project.
Oh, what?
That's heavy.
That's
Hell
heavy.
yeah.
That's heavy.
So I'm interested to hear what Slick Rick sounds like at damn near 6, because he was the father of style, the storyteller. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see what he does. Big L, I'm not gonna lie. How would y'all listen to Big L? This is 1998, 99, probably. What could
I don't. He has some. He has some. I don't know what they've done with the. So what is he doing? Is he bringing back old music? Because that's what it's got to be, right?
You gotta be. Big L been dead since 99. He been
Right.
murdered.
Right.
Yeah.
So they've been sitting on this in the vault, and
Unless it's gonna be AI.
I just don't know how this is gonna work. I mean, if you release um what is it, the lost tapes type shit in its original format, I believe, yeah, that'll go. But if you
Right.
try to do some Pox, I'm not Pox Live. What's the one that Eminem had hands on? Orly, um,
Tupac
What?
Resurrection.
Resurrection,
Tu- Resurrection.
Resurrection,
Yeah. Yep.
Resurrection. No. He produced some tracks on that. Loyal to the game.
Lawyers of the game. Okay. Yeah.
Loyal to the game. That didn't work. That did not work. That was, to me, that was my least favorite Tupac album since his passing, and it had to do with the production on that. So I
Right.
would like to see. I want to see if they release Big L's shit in his original format. Then I believe it could work.
It's gonna be all AI generated.
Yeah, man. How about y'all guys? And any okay, so we got Slick Rick, Ghost Killer, Mobb Deep, Raekwon, Big L, De La Soul, and Nas and Premier Project. Which ones y'all excited for? If excited for any?
The Nas one.
Yeah. I say Nas and Raekwon.
The mob, yeah, and the Red Quantum, and maybe the Mob Deep, I think too.
Because the
And you
Slick
know what?
Rick, that's kind of crazy. I have to definitely
Yeah,
hear that.
I gotta hear that too. I do.
Yeah.
I was a big Slick Rick.
Yeah.
The ruler. He's still the ruler.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
See, the Nas project, here's the thing. I love Nas. And his run since 2018 to now has solidified his position as my number one. I'm Jay-Z's my favorite. He's my goat. But when you're talking about best rappers alive, we got to give it to the guy who's still consistent, still going, and he's not failing.
Nope.
Like Hit Boy, his run with Hit Boy was insane. Um,
Yeah.
so what I'm saying, the gift and the curse is, I know what Nas could do because Nas been doing it for the last 7 years, right? But can Cream live up to the expectation? How about you, Orlito? What's your
Right.
thoughts on my what you call it? My assessment on that.
What if not? If you think if this next Nas project is gonna be as good as the
Okay,
other
so
ones?
no. So yeah, okay. So what I'm saying is, when we think of legendary Nas songs, we thinking of New York State of Mind, Preem. You know what I'm saying? Um, and Preem has been legendary, but he hasn't been consistent as providing that heat, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we all been talking about this Preem and Nas project, but what I'm trying to say is, can Preem live up to Nas's level now? Can he rise up to Nas? Because in
Okay, like
94,
Good question.
94, Nas had to rise up to Preem level.
Yeah.
Because Preem had Gangstar was already, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. If Preem is on Preem time, I expect a classic. I expect a
Right.
motherfucking
right,
masterpiece.
right.
But I don't know. That's why I
It could
say
be
so.
it could be a Kanye moment. It could be a it for you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It could be a bust.
Yeah, man. And that I wouldn't want that for Nas right now because Nas has been on a
No.
legendary run, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Like this, he's older. He's older than the previous GOAT, Lil Wayne, and he's performing at a higher level than Wayne
hmm
Yeah.
I agree.
at this time. That's
I
Yeah.
insane. That's
Yeah.
insane. But let's keep going, fellas. I just wanted to so no, Orlito, you already spoke. How about Reno? What's your thoughts about the Nas and Preem project?
I think. Yeah. I think. Well, no. What you said was spot on. What you said was spot on because we've heard Nas body of work. You know, is more present more recently. it's we haven't heard Premier. So, I think it's kind of like spot on what you said. I think Premier, we got to see if Premier can actually, match levels with Nas now. So
Yeah,
and that could make or break the whole, that could make or break the project. That
Yeah,
right
and the
there.
momentum
Yeah.
that Nas has too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So if it don't measure up, man,
I
yeah,
can't.
it might be a bust.
Could be a disaster.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I won't say the Kanye West album was a disaster, but it was not great.
Hey, I'll
And
tell you this
Nas was
much: it wasn't memorable. I don't
That's
know
a
any
fact.
song
no,
off of it. You'd have asked
Yeah,
me.
I swear. I swear.
and it's 7 songs. How can we not remember one? And there's 7
Right.
songs on it.
Right,
Right.
right.
So
The ones that stood out on that whole project was Kids See Ghost, the Daytona one, and
and the best.
there was one
Daytona was
more,
the
right?
best.
Yeah, Daytona
Yeah,
was the best.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Oh,
Tiana
I didn't
Taylor.
like that one too much. Oh, that was the blue one?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that one was
yeah.
all right, but it wasn't like it. It didn't like live up to the like. You can't play that now and still vibe to it, but you can still listen to the Pusha T one,
Yeah.
and you can still listen to Kids See Ghosts, and it still would be relevant.
Bro, if Pusha T had at least went both a few times, bro, his catalog's flawless. I can't find a whack Pusha T song, bro. I'm sorry. I can't find a whack Pusha T album. It's just he hasn't connected like other artists have, and that's what
Right.
keeps him out of certain conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
But Pusha T, yeah,
Shout
you're
out
right.
Ann Daniels.
That Pusha T shit, Daytona was the best out of that whole series. On to another legend, actually, few legends. Exhibit announced his first album in 12 years, dropping May 18, entitled Kingmaker. Y'all any fan?
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
I seen that.
Yeah. Yeah. Me, not so. Not so.
No,
not really.
I liked it Restless and one right after that. I forgot the name. Man versus Machine.
He dropped the project already?
No, it's coming out called Kingmaker May 18th. No, I just asked
okay.
how fans exhibit. Reno said not so. How about you, Orlito?
He's probably like I like him a little bit more than Busta, I would say, but he falls kind of in that same kind of like mixture. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't like I wasn't wowed by him, but there was a couple songs that I did used to like. Like one of my favorite ones is Paparazzi. I really like that song for some reason. I don't know why, but and I think that was even before before his deal. Yeah, that was even before his deal and shit. You know.
That was the album before he got popping. That's off the Light of Speed. That's when the Outlaws dissed him. The Outlaws dissed him on Machiavelli.
Oh, okay.
You don't remember that song where he said to that dude who made Paparazzi, if you're not here for that was a shot at Exhibit.
Okay.
Oh, you just educated me. You just educated me on something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a shot at Exhibit.
Bomb first,
Exhibit
right?
Yup.
And
that was Idi Amin.
Idi Amin, yeah.
To another Outkast member Big Boy teases a new album release while he was posted up on Killer Mike.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
I'd check it out.
Yeah, I would.
I love Big Boy.
I fucks with Big Boy.
He carried that Outkast facility. He's the only one that dropped solo projects. You know what I'm saying? He repped that cast. He still rep Dre,
especially like along with Killer Mike too. I like that chemistry and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dungeon Family. That's
my God.
Family.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, hold on a second. Tell Exhibit, pin some rides. I want to.
Oh boy.
And Daniel
Hey,
snap.
man. And Daniel,
And I'm
see
not
you.
gonna lie,
You always,
that show was
That
pretty
show
dope
was,
though.
yeah, it was. It was.
I ain't finna lie. That show I used to watch the shit out there. I ain't gonna
hey,
jack.
that had a culture that was a phenomenon. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah.
No bullshit. Whoever pitched
Hey,
that idea,
yeah,
genius. Look at us.
Yeah.
God. All right, let's continue. Let me see if I got it here right quick because I do believe I do got it. Nope, I don't got it. I thought I had some. Anyhow, Wiz Khalifa revealed the full track list for Cushion or J, which dropped April 18 ahead of his 2025 tour. You a fan of Wiz, Reno?
Yeah. Somewhat. Somewhat. Somewhat.
What's your are you familiar with the Cushion OJ1? Cushion
Nope.
OJ1 mixtape?
Nope.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what my favorite
That's
song would be?
um don't tell me we don't boys. We don't boys. Ain't you a
Yeah.
Cowboys fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, we them
Oh yeah.
boys. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I know you,
Yeah.
my brother. I know you.
Nice observation. No
Oh
bullshit.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Orlando, I know you're familiar with Wiz. He comes from that
Hmm.
class or that era, that generation that I think is the last
Hmm.
great generation. Um, okay, before I ask you what's your thoughts on the track list and the reveal, do you think because I believe at the beginning of the year, Wiz was going, and I think he still goes every time he's on the track with Chevy Woods, right? But I think the last three songs I've heard, they're not going to be on this. He lined up on the gas. You think those are all just fuck offs, and you think we got a classic? We got a classic awaiting us, or do you think Pushing OJ's not going to live up to the expectations? And do you have high expectations for this?
That's a very, very good question, bro. Man, I have seen how dude been on a little run. You know what I'm saying? He started the tour. Um, Taylor gained the world, or yeah, we Taylor gained the world, or some shit like that. He'll be here at the rave May 24th. I'm finna go try to interview him. You know what I'm saying for the show. Looking at us.
Hey,
No, but
put it out in the atmosphere, put it out in the universe, bro.
hmm
for sure. But yeah, I seen the list. I heard one of the songs, bro. That one song that he did with I heard two songs off of the album that he had dropped. He dropped that one is like uh I forgot how it starts, but it sounds kind of like 3 6. It got like some 3 6 Mafia. If you ain't scared of your set, throw it up. If you ain't scared, and you got the little, you know what I'm saying, like DJ Paul scratching in the back type shit. And that shit hits to me. And then you got the one that he just dropped recently with Gunna.
Yeah.
That shit go. That man, that it just has a vibe to it. It's like different. It's got like a crazy ass bass line. It's real funky, you know what I'm saying? And
That's his pocket.
um
That's his pocket,
yeah,
bro.
it's just yeah, no bullshit. Now if the whole album sounds like that, you know what I'm saying, got like that type of groove to it, then I'm saying that we're in for a classic, bro. But I think that he has to stick to like what we fell in love with on Cushion Orange Juice. You know what I'm saying? Which was like I feel it was very experimental. He had like a lot of shit in there that was not your norm. You know what I'm saying? To like shit that we used to listening. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so it's like I like to say it's like a breath of fresh air. It was different. It was out of left field type shit. But
Yeah.
it was good. You know what I'm saying? That was the crazy part about it. It was like it's like how you can't like this. Like this shit is melodic. It got, like you said, he was in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? And
That G
like
shit.
yeah, and if it's like that, bro, like funky like that, I think we're in for a classic without a doubt.
Facts. All right, let's keep going, man. Talking about a fucking megastar. I've been singing this guy's praises for a minute now. Travis Scott sold out in less than 10 minutes with 600K in the queue. He also sold out stadium shows in South Korea and China. When people say, man, this guy is the only guy that do numbers, I always said there's motherfuckers that do numbers. Y'all just don't pay attention. Scott is a fucking, not a rap star. He's a fucking superstar, bro. 600,000 people
That's a
waiting
lot.
to purchase these tickets.
That's a lot.
That's ridiculous.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hey, so what do we call this generation? Not this generation, but his style of rap. I call it rage rap. Like,
Yeah, he's a raver.
this motherfucker, like, he's like, I think if you could take artists and put them in different generations, I think he would have been perfect for the Woodstock era, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect for that. What's your thoughts? Like, I believe this guy is the guy. Like, I just believe the only thing that fucked him up was that COVID hit, but he still got paid off that. What is it, Minecraft? When he did that virtual concert?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But
yeah.
What was that tour? What was it? Astro World, where people got hurt and shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was it.
So I think,
that's what it was.
So I think that probably was, kept him back for a little bit. But man, I think Travis Scott, he's young, and I think he got like good 5-10 years still ahead of him, man. Like doing numbers like that, I don't see no fucking fall off coming no time soon.
Oh no.
What's your thoughts on them numbers? And that's hip hop, fam. That's rap. Like
that's wild.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's almost rock. Those are almost rock numbers, though. If you think about it, that's huge, man. That's a lot. That's a lot of tickets, man. That's a lot.
You're down here having 1 million people. Down here having 1 million people coming to see you. You're
right.
400,000 show. Shit.
That's crazy.
So from the great minds thinking alike, GMTA Media. Congratulations to Eminem. He's a grandfather, Grandpa M. Haley gave birth to a daughter, Jade.
Oh, nice. That's what's up.
I had to share that shit, man, because he's one of the GOATs, man, without a doubt, man. I've been critical on his catalog, just like I'm critical on a lot of people, but I'm only critical on your catalog because I think highly of you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep going. All right, man. So let's get into some more news, man. Y'all seen the fucking video of Dreamville Fest?
Yeah, that shit was packed. Brought out Erykah Badu and shit.
Everybody was out there, man. That motherfucking turnout was fucking insane. So as we know, the very successful Dreamville Festival, J.Cole addresses his future. I'm gonna let y'all know our plan. We still gonna bring you some shit. This featured will still we will bring you some shit. This festival still will exist, but it won't be under the Dreamville Festival name. We will be back on this field. Yeah. You know what happened, Orly? Can I tell you something, Orly? This motherfucker, this was gonna be the last one, right? And when he got there and seen the magnitude of that crowd, he's like, "Hold up, I
can't leave no money. I ain't leave this money up. Right? Okay. What the fuck?
Hell no. You know what? That fall off y'all waiting for album. Y'all gonna have to wait some more. Come to next year, Dream. Man, but the highlight though, he's been on well, Kanye, I'm not gonna highlight too much of the shit, but he said some shit about J.Cole and some tweets. But the highlight of this concert was J.Cole praising Kanye West and acknowledging him for his roles in
For
dirty
clearing
on the
samples and
history.
shit.
Yeah, man. So again, man, that's
Man's man.
how do you put it? Just another it just shows his character. You know what I'm saying? The man, a man's man. Shout out J.Cole, man. One more piece of news. I don't know the name of the movie, but Milwaukee's own Destiny Lynn is starring in a movie produced by Kodak Black, y'all. So
Yeah, I
you can
seen
find that
that
on
shit.
YouTube.
Shout out to her.
Shout out Destiny Lynn.
She dope.
Let me see. And I see we got 7 people rocking with us, watching. Man, give us a like, comment. If you haven't, subscribe. We appreciate it, man. Straight up.
Absolutely.
Music highlights. Little Dirt dropped his Deep Thoughts. Will Smith dropped Based on a True Story. Boldy James dropped Homage. M Block, Babyface E. And Shoreline Mafia back in business.
And Richie P too. He dropped April 1st. Richie P Gold Chains.
Yep.
The
And
day
you can
after.
find that. Yep. The day after.
He released it. It's on. Yeah, it's on Bandcamp right now. I got it. It's only $13. That's what he asked for like the donation of $13, but you could throw him whatever you want. And you know, if you want to throw him more, you can. If you're not, you give him the $13. It's a solid ass album, bro. I'm telling you, that motherfucker's cold. I'm not even saying that because I like. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? No, that motherfucker is. Bro, it's solid. Like from the top to the bottom, bro. No bullshit. The whole project is a solid ass project. I was bumping that shit out in Vegas. It had like some decent, like it had like songs on there. You know, like when you find certain songs, it's like you doing like it's saying shit that you doing. I was like, damn, like in Vegas, we was on it. We was all the way at the top of the top floor. There's a song in there where he talking about being on the top floor. Right now I'm rolling up. You know what I'm saying? It was just a vibe type shit. I was like, man, this motherfucker hitting, you know what I'm saying? And he got some songs, he got like this, it's songs that got different styles to them. It's a very solid project. If anybody seen the interview I did with Richie P. Gold Chains on Panorama, he just dropped that project and y'all should go definitely check it out. Go support dude. It's a very solid project, bro. I'm telling you, from fucking beat selection to lyric to the order of how the songs come on, it's
dope. Go check out that interview on Panorama and go get his album off Bandcamp. Support local artists. No matter of fact, drop the local. Support dope talent. And you know, it goes straight to him. He doesn't, it's not a penny. He gets all the shares. So go get that.
Yeah.
Will Smith drop garbage.
Will Smith drop. For real? Damn.
Yeah, I haven't checked it out, but I did have to highlight it because I do love Will Smith and everything he has done. Not everything he has done, but everything he's accomplished.
I checked out some of that the Drink Champs. The Drink Champs with him are like half of the project.
Yeah, I love that shit. He reversed trying to get be like a therapist when they ask him some tough question. Well, you know, you gotta, you know.
You don't have to finish it.
Man, 8 people tuned in. Man, give us a comment. Let us know you in here. Doesn't cost you $1. Give us a like if you like the content. Subscribe to our channel. That's all we ask for.
Yeah, man. Just drop a comment. Let us know that you in the building. Like we used to say, wipe your feet. You know what I'm saying? Let us know you at the door type shit. Share, comment, like, subscribe. You know, you welcome in anytime, man. So say what's up. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Appreciate y'all.
And I echo what bro said. What bro says, I say.
Vice versa.
Some singles. Lou Phillips, Is My Mic On? Gunna and Wiz Khalifa, 5-star. Wiz Khalifa, he got 3 singles. Top Golf, Knock It Off, Laughing Out Loud. Laugh Out Loud.
Okay.
Russ, I like Russ. Russ, his single Moving. YG, 2004. He got in debt on some personal life issues.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Yeah, that's a pretty dope. That's a pretty dope song. I'm not gonna jack.
Hey,
Bullshit. He showed like he could. He showed his what you call like he could do that type. Yeah, his range. There you go. He showed his range on that shit. No bullshit. He
went. T Grizzly dropped Rick James, Real the Young OG, Rilo Rodriguez, Bring Back Act, Ray Woods, Stay With Me, DDG and the Baby Ocean. I like that song. Mexican OT and Saswaka, Samsung Strings. Big X the Plug and Bailey Zimmerman All the Way. I like that song. If y'all,
yeah, I heard that one.
Let me get bro back up in here right quick, y'all.
Sorry about that, fellas.
No, you good. It happens.
Difficulties.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back, my brother.
Yeah, my bad.
No, it happens. It's the beauty of life.
Okay, so the singles left off at Ray Woods. Ray Woods, Stay With Me, DDG and the Baby Motion, Mexican OT, Saswaka, Samsung Strings. Then Big X the Plug featuring Bailey Zimmerman All the Way. That'll be Lowe's pick of the week. I think that's fire. And I think, or you're gonna go with the Gunna and Wiz Khalifa 5-star, right?
Yeah.
That'd be your pick of the week.
You know it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then Mexico. Okay, let me keep Ray Vaughn, Dollar Menu. That's pretty hot. Jack West and Travis Scott. I love my D's. You know what I'm saying? The Weirdo featuring Freddie Gibbs Brothers and their Milwaukee Zone Chicken P and Huncho. How it goes. Have y'all checked any of them songs out? You checked that 5-star. I checked that Big X. How about you, brother Reno? Any of these songs you heard in the past week?
No, I haven't heard any of them. Which ones would you recommend?
Big X the Plug, and then Orly says Wiz Khalifa and Gunna 5-star.
Okay.
All right. So we got the music news albums out the way. Let's get into the topics, y'all. First, should we do the 25 list and then topic, or should we do topic, get topic out the way, then fuck with the 25 list?
However, let's do the 25 list now.
All right, cool.
I'm with it.
All right. Hey, look, y'all. So
I can hear y'all. I'm still here. I'm just not on the camera right now.
It's all good. So I got the pad. I got the pen. We gonna read this for the people that's in. Me and Reno and Orlito. Before we went live, we see this list, but Billboard has released the 25 greatest female rappers of all times list, and we're gonna highlight it now. But what we're gonna do is there are some artists, female artists that we notice that are noticeably not on this list. We're not gonna include them on this list. What we're gonna do is rank the 25 women that they listed in the order we believe we should list them at. So let's get to it. So the people tuning in, this will be up for 10, 15 seconds for y'all can see. This is Billboard's 25 greatest females rappers of all time. So at 25, we got Tierra Whack, 24, Dolce, 23, Gangsta Boo, 22, Lady of Rage, 21, Glorilla, 20, Moni Love, 19, Lotto, 18, Remy Ma, 17, Rhapsody, 16, Doja Cat, 15, Megan Thee Stallion, 14, Left 13, Trina, 12, The Brat, 11, Cardi B, 10, Foxy Brown, 9, Eve, 8, Roxanne Shante, 7, Salt and Pepper, 6, MC Light, 5, Queen Latifah, 4, Little Kim, 3, Lauryn Hill, 2, Missy Elliott, and the number one greatest female of all time, according to Billboard, is Nicki Minaj. We'll post this back up.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it is.
We seen the list. We seen it again. Any names noticeably missing for y'all that deserve to have been on this list?
I got a couple.
Ring them off, brother.
Mia X for sure should have been on that list, and
Yep.
Yo Yo of the throwback women that they had on there, she wasn't on there, so I think she should have been on that list.
Yeah, I would have took not Roxanne. I would have took Moni Love. I would put Yo Yo in because I
Right,
can't take Roxanne Shante out because she's the first to get this song. So she's
right,
part of history, you know. So I
yeah,
can't, you know. I don't think she deserves to be that high on the list, but I do believe she deserves to be on the list.
right.
What you or any females noticeably
I
missing?
I only noticed one, but I don't like hold like she. I don't think she hold any type of weight like that. But she had like a little stretch. Khalees.
She's not a rapper though.
Oh, she is it?
No, see, I think
No,
she
she was a
more. Yeah,
singer.
Oh,
I
okay,
think
okay.
so.
I guess you're right. Blue Cantrell looking at she's more of like a singer too, right?
Billboard
No,
list.
I can't really think of any females to be honest with you. I see them that damn near all up there. I can't think of
Yeah,
any.
yeah. Well, listen. Stay tuned with us, Nick. We're gonna need you to weigh in on this in case we can't get a decision. Um, so to me, I seen a name on there, a few names that I'm not trying to deny their talent, but I believe Shauna could have been on this
I
list.
thought of her,
oh,
but
You,
that was the
I didn't think of
DTP,
her,
right?
but yeah, disturbing
DTP,
the peace.
she had one of,
Yeah,
she had one of the
Yep,
biggest rap songs talking about her getting some head. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, yeah,
yep,
um,
yeah.
and at that time, she was out rapping damn near everybody on DTP. To me personally, like not
yeah,
out hitting, making out better hits, but when it came to rapping, she was out rapping them.
yeah,
Mhm.
Mia X for sure.
for sure.
To me, she's a. I love Gangsta Boo. Gangsta Boo deserves to be on this list and to be higher. But Mia X really was the queen of the South on her own first, where Gangsta Boo was ushered in with the guys. Like you
Yeah,
know,
Mhm.
you with us.
yep,
Mia X was there with the Camp No Limit, but she was boxed into a group. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Mhm.
So let's one more again. Check out this list, and we're gonna take it from there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start at 25, right? I'm gonna
Okay,
mention the name. I'm gonna mention the name, and we're gonna say is she better than anybody else, and take it from there. And that's how we're gonna rearrange this list. Okay.
let's go for it.
All right. Tierra Whack at 25, right? I'd never
Mhm.
heard of her music.
Me neither.
Mm-mm.
So
Me
she
neither.
stays at 25.
Mhm.
She stays at 25. 24 Doechii. Matter of fact, hold on a second. Um, 24 Doechii. And here
I
goes the
say,
list.
I say, yeah. Only for the simple fact that she's kind of a newcomer still. She hasn't really been in the game that long to even, she should be lucky to even be at 24.
Okay, but look at this though. Here's my argument with this. She doesn't. I don't think her, Tierra Whack, Moni Love. There's a few names I can name on here that don't deserve to be on this list, right? But I will say
Right.
this:
Mm-hmm.
what we're gonna do is rearrange this list. So I don't say she stays at 24. I say let's put her at 23 and put Left Eye at 24. Because Left Eye is part of the legendary TLC group. This ain't
Right.
TLC. She ain't done enough for me. She ain't done enough for me to be at 14 as far as a rapper on her own.
I can see that. I could, I could agree with that.
Nick Daniel said no raw digger, and Tierra Whack is dope.
Okay,
No Rod Digger. Yep, for sure.
We said that too. So hold on. Novali, do me a favor, baby. Toss me a pen. So I say this be my thing. I keep Tierra like at 25 now, and put. I don't know. Do y'all have a problem with putting Left at 24?
Not at the
Toss it
moment,
to
I
me
guess,
right here.
no.
Yeah, not right now. I mean, because you don't have a solo body of work. Everything was with TLC, so it's like versus here, versus there.
Right.
Yeah, so I could agree with that for right now.
Yeah. I guess like just to place her at a number.
Yeah, right.
All right. So this one at 12, 13. Hold on a second, fellas. I'm almost done here. 16, 17. So we got Whack, Left Eye. All right. So my next question is Doechii, do we take oh shit, what the hell? Can y'all still see me? Okay, we good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So do we put Doechii above Moni Love? So okay, put it like this. So at 25, we put Tierra Whack. Who will we put at 24? I say Left Eye.
Yeah,
That's fine.
and I think we both. Yeah, I think we both agree with it. Agree with that. So for right now, yeah, I can see that.
Okay, so at 23, who y'all say y'all will put at 23? Marino, who you put at 23?
Y'all see the list again.
Yeah, let me see that list. $23. Ooh. Yeah, it get
I
kind of
put
tough at
Lotto
this
at
one.
23.
Who?
I might go
Lotto.
I go Doja Cat.
Good. Good. One says Lotto, one says Doja Cat. I'm looking at this list.
Only reason I say Lotto is because I feel like she hasn't really like she had like that little bit or like a hit song or whatever, but that's it. Like she seemed kind of like she just kind of fell back or she lazy or something. I don't know. But the other girls in the same like in the same like we got Glorilla, we got We got Dolce that's still, in the same kind of like, mixture. We got uh um who else? Who was the other one we was talking? Lotto. You know what I'm saying? And I think out of all of those, like she's been the one that's probably hasn't. She's underperformed. You know what I'm saying? To me
What
personally.
is are you talking about like as far as are you talking about as far as the quantity or like as far as what?
As
When you
far
say
as
underperform?
the body of work that she has.
Okay. Okay.
And the impact of the body of work she has. Like I think that she has like one song that really hit is the one the big energy or whatever it's called. That's the only
Right.
song I really know that is like a hit from her. Aside from that, I wouldn't know who she is only because she comes out on that one show, the hip hop show on Netflix. But other than that, like, I don't think that I think she's underperformed compared to the other females as well.
To
Like,
me, I say, well, I only
go
say a
ahead.
Lotto because I like her rhyme patterns, and then she got an ump behind. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much behind,
Hmm.
like when she spits. So it's kind of a little forceful or whatever. So that kind of gravitate
Yeah,
me
no, she
more
can
so to
spit.
her. You know what I'm saying? That
No,
she
I
could
feel you.
actually she can rap. She a rapper type. So
For sure.
yeah,
Aside from Doja.
yeah,
I think I would put Doja higher on the list only because I think that she's more impactful.
right.
Um, and she has more than just one like type of like a radio, like a single. She has a couple of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. And so that's why I would give her a little more, like I would put her a little more towards the top. That's the only reason I would, you know what I'm saying? It's almost for me, I'm going off of like the body of work and how impactful like their singles or how impactful they are like
Yeah, yeah.
amongst their peers as well. Because you got other people in there too that's competing for that spot, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So I think we looking at it from like different criterias or whatever. It's almost like
For sure.
what you
Which is
prefer.
cool.
Yeah.
Which is
Yep.
cool, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So, yeah, man, I don't know if I could agree with either of you. But shit, because right to me, I'm going right. This is the greatest of all times, right? So I am going like I do agree with both of you in the sense of I am going off raps, how they rap, right? Their style. I am checking that out, but also am checking the body of the work, right?
Uh-huh.
And with no disrespect to Death Row, but outside of rough Afro puffs, what has Lady of Rage done?
That's true.
Mm.
That's true.
She was up there. Damn, I didn't even see it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
She definitely up
yeah.
there.
I'm gonna run it back right now, brother. But yeah, I don't know. That's my right now. That would be my choice. Would be let me take this comment out right quick. Shout out Noli. We appreciate you rocking with us on this Thursday.
Shout out
If you
Nolly.
haven't, give us a like, comment, subscribe. You already know what it is. Shout out to Noli, all the way from Texas. Okay.
Okay,
Y'all
yeah,
check
damn,
that
she
out.
was right there, right at the bottom. Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
see her.
But I think that's kind
Yeah,
of
I guess I
suitable.
didn't even notice her. I guess,
Yeah, me
yeah, I
neither.
would put her there.
So okay, we in agreement. Put her then first, and then get back to the argument.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
let's get her out the way. Look
yeah. Oh man.
All right, let's continue, guys. All right, so y'all got great valid cases for the next two. So let's look one more again as we continue this. All right. So one says Doja, one says Lotto. Who knows what Moaning Love has done?
I don't.
Uh She had a couple features, but I don't think like if we and now that I sit and think about it, bro might have a point because if we gotta weigh, you gotta kind of weigh the body of work in. Because that also comes with who got the bigger catalog. Like what whose catalog could you listen to on a road trip? Somebody's music don't run out and somebody's not. You know what I mean? So I think that dude it's gotta weigh in somewhat. You know what I mean? So
I want to answer to
I
that. I
think
want to respond to that
go ahead.
comment. You can leave it up. No, to the and Daniel's
To the
comment.
comment. Okay.
You could, you're good. You could keep going, Reno. My fault.
Keep going.
No. Okay, yeah, but I think the body of work would have something to do with it. So when you say Moni Love should be put to that, put lower on the list, I could kind of agree with that because the only thing I really know is the features that she might have had, like with Queen Latifah or whoever else. You know what I mean? So I agree with that
for sure.
The only thing I really know about her is her and Big Pun. She had a thing for Pun. She got a legendary.
Okay, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So, what you want to get to that comment model?
So and Daniels, I agree with what you're saying, but what I'm saying though is she bigger than we was talking about Lotto and who was the one you said? Doja Cat, right?
Yeah.
Between them two, I think that Doja Cat is a bigger artist than Lotto. That's just my opinion.
We're gonna get to that soon. We're gonna get to some heated discussions on the floor. Super Gremlin, Big Energy, Big Mom. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So let's check this list out. So we agree it's Moni Love next on the list.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue. Media asset list. There y'all go, fellas. So we got 4 down. We're at 20.
We're at what, 22?
So we did 25, 24, 23, 22. We're at 21. So,
we're at 21 Savage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the way I'm looking, since y'all said Doja and Lotto, right now it is getting to that point where we are going to have that discussion. But, okay, Roxanne Shante, legendary. Part of a legendary crew. But she was known for dissing, for being the first lady to diss. In the song, what was it? The Real Roxanne.
Right.
So do you think that warrants her position at 8, or do we put her above Moni Love? Or do you still have an argument about Doja and Lotto?
Oh boy.
That's a good question, man.
It is. It's a real good one.
You're killing me, no, looking at us.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Listen, because look, this was happening, right? We're gonna get to they're already on the chopping block, right? Basically, they're on the chopping block because both of them are going soon with us, right? Because some are your choices. So I'm just throwing one out there to see if it's a better suitable choice to get on the list before them. I say Roxanne Shante.
Yeah, I guess you could throw her up there next. Yeah.
So that's 2.
Guess it would make sense.
I don't want to agree. I do not want to agree. I don't want to.
Who is it then you're putting on the chopping block? Doja Cat? Was it? No, you said Doja Cat.
Yeah, I said Doja. See, I don't want to come off as a hater. You know what I mean? And because nostalgia, I think nostalgia is taking over now for me in a sense. Because it's almost like I can't say put her on the. I can't Yeah,
Okay.
I
Okay.
would still have to say Doja Cat. I can't see myself
Hey,
saying
Nick.
Roxanne Shante.
Hey, Nick. Hold on. Let me check out one more. I think Doja is just as much as pop as Kels, if not more.
I think she can rap.
Yeah, but she can
You ever
rap
heard any
too.
of her rap? Yeah.
Yeah, Doja
She
can
has
rap.
songs where she's actually rapping on the radio.
Yeah, she crossed over like a motherfucker. I thought she was
Yeah.
from UK. That's how she crossed over. She
I
is.
don't like Doja
Well,
Cat. I think she's weird and she's like a freaking
but I
demonic
hear like a
freak,
motherfucker.
but but she be putting up numbers. I don't know.
All right, so all right, Nick, if you in the house still, we got it's your decision. It's Lotto and Doja Cat. We're gonna spare Roxanne Shante for right now. Nick,
Except for now.
Oh
I'm
boy.
spare her right now. Hey Nick, man, I'm gonna need you, but let's go on until Nick. So obviously, then it's
Let's go
Lotto
off
and
who has
Doja.
more number ones.
Oh man.
Hold on. We got Nick in the house. Doja cut her. All right. So okay. Nick says Doja. Should we put Doja in, or are you still fighting Doja over Lotto, Orly?
I'm still fighting Doja over Lotto. That's me. She's more relevant,
Right,
bro. What has
so
Lotto done? What has Lotto done in the last whatever, how much, and what has Doja done? Who's the more relevant artist? Who has been putting out more music?
all right. Matter of fact, no. Guess what?
Doja.
Reno is your choice. Reno is your
um,
choice.
between the
Roxanne
two?
Shante, or Doja.
Oh, he said, Joe, you got to put Roxanne Shante up
Yeah,
there.
I
Oh no,
got
no,
I gotta
not
have
no. Time out.
Or between Lotto and Doja.
Yep.
between
Lotto and
Roxanne
Doja.
Shante. Who you're gonna spare. This is your choice now. Roxanne Shante or Lotto.
Or Lotto.
Yep.
Oh,
that's
okay.
on it's on me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
you
we
got to
can't come
spare
to
one of them
agreement.
type shit.
Oh,
And because me and him were in agreement for Roxanne Shante. We
right,
spared
yeah.
two of yours. So it's your
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah, I gotta spare Roxanne Shante. I gotta spare her. Yeah, I'll spare Roxanne.
Lotto.
For sure.
Yeah,
Lotto.
So then it would
yeah.
be,
Okay.
and I'll be
Doja's next.
cool, and I'll be, yeah,
Oh,
and I'll be
Roxanne.
cool giving those.
Oh God.
You little sneaky one, you look at that.
Go ahead. Man,
Oh, oh man.
He slipped
I'm
that
trying
one
to
in
go
there
check.
smooth as a
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting here like, what?
Yeah, that's fucked
Oh
up.
boy.
All
Oh
right, man.
God.
All right.
That
All
shit
right.
funny.
So it's Doja Cat or Roxanne Shante now, man.
Oh man.
Fuck it, I'll throw Doja down there so we can spare Roxanne for Reno, bro.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, bro.
Doja.
No doubt.
Oh my God. This is good.
Oh
This is
boy.
classic. For those still tuned in, man, this classic episode y'all tuned in to, man. Here we go, guys. I'm gonna post up the chart and we'll call it out, right? So at 25, we got Tierra Whack. 24, we got Left Eye. 23, Lady of Rage. 22, Moni Love. 21, Lotto. 20, Doja. 19, Roxanne.
Doechii.
Doechii.
Yeah.
How about you, Reno?
I agree. Doechii.
I love Doechii, and I'm gonna give y'all that one. So come on, let's go. Who's next? At 17, who we put in?
Eve.
At 17?
I don't know. Wait, no, I don't know. Hold on. No. I would say Salt and Pepper before them, actually, to be honest. Damn, I jammed no 2 times. He said, hold up, man.
Oh, God. Yeah, you can't.
Oh, wait, hold up. Wait. It's kind of hard to like, I keep on like, hold on, let me see. So we still got Glorilla, we still got Remy Ma, we still got Rhapsody, we still got Megan Thee Stallion, Trina, The Brat, Cardi B, Foxy Brown.
Oh, yeah, see, it's getting tough.
Yeah, we're going to throw Roxanne in there. Yeah, there we go. Let's throw Lauryn Hill.
What?
Lauryn Hill.
What did you just say? Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, man.
Hold on, let me see what Nick is saying. No, Lauryn Hill. Wait, hold on. Lonely, you trying to throw Lauryn Hill at the bottom of the list? I don't know. Okay, so okay, all right. You hit me with the Salt and Pepper, and you hit with Lauryn Hill.
He hit you with Eve, too.
I said Eve, too, but I reconsider.
That was the first one. That's the first one.
Okay.
Holy shit. I'm trying
to fuck the game up.
Yeah, you threw a fucking monkey wrench in that motherfucker.
I'm telling you.
Okay, how about this? Oh shit. How much has Rhapsody done?
MC Light.
What? Hold on, bro.
But yeah. He ain't playing no games.
Holy shit.
Foxy.
Rhapsody. Wait, bro, hold on.
Rhapsody. Oh, you said what's Rhapsody? So we going between Rhapsody and Roxanne Shante?
No, Roxanne's already been down. She's at 19.
Yep.
Oh, was she? Oh, my fault.
Yep. She down already.
She's out of here. So I think Rhapsody is between Rhapsody and oh shit, shit's getting hard. Holy shit, shit's getting hard.
Trina?
It is. It's getting tough.
Yeah, man, shit is getting kind of tough.
Yep.
Facts.
Yeah, you got it right. Hey, no, you remember Sabado Gigante and Chacali and shit?
Yeah. All right.
I'm on that shit.
Rhapsody, and I would say, who said Trina? I'm cool with that. Actually.
I could go with that.
Who said Trina?
Yeah, me.
Bro said
Trina and Rhapsody.
So
I said a lot of names, but I own up to that one.
So who will rank above? Rhapsody or who did I say? And Trina.
Man.
I say Trina.
First or you will put Trina down now or keep her?
No, I put Rhapsody more down.
Rap
I
City
would say,
first and then Trina.
Yup.
yeah, yeah. That's where. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Here we go. We're getting somewhere, guys. Oh shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting somewhere. All
It's
right,
only a matter of
15
time.
more. 15 more. We're almost out of here. We're almost out of here, right? I knew this shit was gonna be fun, so here we go. So we got at 25 Whack, 24 Left Eye, Lady of Rage at 23, 22 Moan Love, 21 Lotto, 20 Doja, 19 Roxanne, 18 Dolce, 17 Rhapsody, 16 Trina, and at 15, I'm gonna let Orly pick the first one. Give me a name.
At
Wait,
15.
time out, Orly.
At,
You gave me 15,000 names.
yeah, I gave
Reno,
you
give me a
15
name.
names last time.
Yeah, Reno, give us a name.
I think 15 is fine to where it's at, right where it's at.
So at 15, leave Megan Thee Stallion.
Yep, I would say 15.
So hold
Out of all
on.
the names
Now I
that's
like
left, yep.
okay. I'm not disagreeing with that. How about you, Orly? How about you, Orly? Oh, he froze up.
Yeah, I think he froze up.
All right, man. Let me check out some comments right quick. Did y'all see Trina King magazine cover? She was top.
She should be top. Yeah. Oh boy.
Damn, shit's getting interesting. Let me put that cover up one more time.
Let's see.
Let me take this comment off right quick, Nick, because if you say she should be top 10, I don't think so. But there's a way we could save her for now. All right, so Trina's at 16, man.
Right.
Do you think, Reno, would you say Trina's done more than Megan?
Yeah. I would say she did. Yeah,
Right.
she have. I think so.
Okay, so let's swap out Megan and Trina.
Yeah, we can. I ain't got no problem with that.
Trina, and okay, Orlito's back in. Orlito,
Mm.
hey, so bro, we were just talking. Do you think Megan Thee Stallion has done more than Trina?
Uh, man. Possibly. Possibly, yeah.
So Nick commented saying she should be top 10. Do you think that? I know.
Top 10. No,
I
not
don't.
with all the other people we still got left, I don't think.
Yeah. So you would say keep Trina at 16 and Megan at 15? Because me and Reno don't have a problem putting Megan at 16 and Trina at 15. But I don't know if I could put her any higher than that, considering who is still left on this list.
Right. That's where it get tough at. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Um, yeah.
So, all right, we're just gonna keep Trina where she at. Put Megan at 15, right?
I'm cool with that.
And then here one more time. So here we go. I'm gonna shout out the names that are left and whoever Nicki Minaj, Missy Elliott, Lauryn Hill, Little Kim, Queen Latifah, MC Light, Salt and Pepper, Eve, Foxy Brown, Cardi B, The Brat, and Remy Ma, and Glorilla, and Gangsta Boo, actually.
Oh shit, we still got Gangsta Boo.
Yep.
Got Gangsta Boo. Okay. So looking at this list, guys, I don't know if Glorilla, and I like Glorilla. I do like Glorilla, but it's between Glorilla to me and Remy Ma.
You serious?
Remy Ma's dope, but Remy Ma, outside of what she done with Terror Squad, Remy Ma ain't do shit.
True.
Everything was Terror Squad.
True. But oh man, I don't know.
Her album, something
I
about
put
Mary.
Remy there.
Now, if it's
Yeah.
pure rap,
Yeah.
Remy Ma deserves to be higher. But greatest of all time,
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
done.
You right. You right. You right. I can agree to that. I can agree.
Okay, so Remy going in at 14, y'all. All right. We getting close in, man. We get closing in, man. Here we go. Nicki, Missy, Lauren, Kim, Queen Latifah, Salt Pepper, MC Light, Gangsta Boo, Glorilla, Cardi B, The Brat, Eve. I forgot about Eve. Okay. Here's where the shit get tricky.
Yeah.
For me. How y'all feeling about at 13? Glorilla. I put the list right back up. So
Damn.
far, off the list, got Remy, Megan, Trina, Rhapsody, Dolce, Roxanne, Doja, Lotto, Moni Love, Lady Rage, Left Eye Whack.
Throw Roxanne.
Oh, we already got her out of here.
Oh, you said that's who we already got. Yeah.
Hey, we can't kill her twice. Hey, we can't kill her twice, bro. We got her out of there. Oh man. This one is kind of tough because you got I think you know what? I think Glow could go there. If you think about like as far as impact and who we got left, and like y'all say, body of work, I think Glow could fit in that spot. You know,
I believe so.
but then can we really? Okay, because if we look at that body of work, can Lauren Hill actually? You get what I'm saying?
But yeah, that's why I don't think she should be. And I think she's a tremendous talent, but I don't think number 3 is for me for her.
Right.
We'll get to that when we get to that.
Right. But I can see Glow. I can see Glow.
Go ahead. You can see Glow.
I can see Glow in that position.
How about you, Orly?
Let me see the list again. This we're going for 13.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we on 13.
Yep, 13. Because I'm not putting Glorilla above Gangsta Boo. I can't do that. Matter of fact, yeah, I maybe can actually. We'll talk about it. All right. 13. Who you say, Reno?
I would hold on. Let me rethink it. Oh man. I would say salt and pepper. Yeah, I'd probably say salt and pepper.
Between I think it's between salt and pepper, Glorilla, and Freaking Lauryn Hill.
All right, bro. So I'm gonna reason with y'all, and I'm gonna say salt and pepper. And the only reason I'm gonna say this is because they're a trio, right?
There you go.
But but their impact is legendary. Songs like "Shoot," "What a Man," and "Push It" still fucking ring up to these days. I try to
Yeah.
save y'all ladies, but shout out to the lovely Salt and Pepper, but I couldn't save them this time. All right, so shit getting tricky. Hold on, we got Kim. I'll put the list back up right now. So we got Minaj, Elliott, Hill, Kim, Latifah, Light, Eve, Foxy Brown, Cardi B, The Brat, Glorilla, and Gangsta Boo left.
Now I think we could go Glorilla. Now I'm gonna say Glorilla.
How about you, Orlito?
Yeah, I could agree with that.
I agree with that too. All right, guys. So who we got left? Nikki, Elliott, Hill, Kim, Latifah, Light, Eve, Foxy Brown, Cardi B, The Brat, Gangsta Boo.
I would say Gangsta Boo.
Yeah.
Yo, I would say that too. And that's because the legendary one with 3-6 Mafia. And she did have, what was it? The blueprint
Yeah.
too. So
Blueprint.
let me check out the comments right quick. Oh no, that's the wrong comment. I'm tripping. Y'all got Glow over Trina, Remy, and Salt. I fight for Salt and Pepper, bro. I tried. You seen, bro. I was here fighting. Like swinging, like European style, bro. I was trying, bro. But they majority right here on Great Minds Think Alike. All right, so let's check out one more again. So we at the top 10, guys. Congratulations, we made it without a fight. Nikki, Missy, Lauren, Kim, Latifah, Light, Eve, Foxy, Cardi, The Brat, and Gangsta Boo. No, wait. We already got Gangsta Boo.
No, we did Gangsta Boo. Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So we got Nicki Minaj, Missy Elliott, Lauryn Hill, Kim, Latifah, Light, Eve, Foxy Brown, Cardi B, and The Brat. Cool. Some pretty dope names in our top 10 so far.
Yeah, this is where it gets tough.
Okay.
It's where it gets tough.
Lauren.
And I could agree.
And the only reason I'm agree with that because she ain't give us a body of work. She's legendary with the score on the Fugees and the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, a classic. But
yep,
you don't make it on our list and the top in the top 5 or just one album. So
right.
Lauryn Hill. Lauren, I know you want to kill us, bro. I know you want to kill us, but we still family. We love you. All right. So we got 9 left. Nicki, Missy, Kim, Latifah, like Eve, Foxy, Cardi B, and the Brat.
Okay, run those again, please.
Nicki Minaj, Missy Elliott, Little Kim, Queen Latifah, MC Light, Eve, Foxy Brown, Cardi B, the Brat.
Wow.
MC Light.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm going Brat. I'm going Brat.
MC Light, the Brat. Okay, MC Light and the Brat.
MC Light or the Brat. MC Light or the Brat. Damn, that's kind of hard, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is.
I like the Brat too.
Damn.
But if we just took Lauren, off for not, if we just took Lauren off for not putting when's the last time she put up a body of work, then why wouldn't we get rid of MC Light?
Because she put up more than one album. And she was in an era when she was like only like 3 females and it was one far between type shit. No, hell no. Getting her work with what is it, MTV? She did shit with MTV. I don't know, bro. MC Light. She was on self-destruction. Yo, that was one of the biggest posse cuts ever.
Yep.
Damn. And damn, bro. I don't know. Wow, that's tough. So it's either the Brat and who you say?
I said Light, but we can pick somebody else.
No, you said Light the Brat. Light the Brat. Oh, this is tough. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna have to put the Brat at number 9 then. Y'all cool with that?
Right.
I'm cool with it.
Yes, sir.
The Brat. So obviously, it's either gonna be MC Light, and I'll throw. You know what? Fuck.
It's getting tough.
Yeah, it's getting tough. So
it's getting tough.
Latifah. Where we put Latifah at? Is she over Light?
Yeah, I was thinking she was next to.
I wouldn't have a problem with it. It could go either way with me with those two.
Or is there someone else you think that should take that spot? Because we got Nicki, Missy, Kim, Latifah, Light, Eve, Foxy, Cardi B.
Oh, I forgot about Cardi. When was the last time she dropped? I would say Cardi in this case.
I don't have a problem with that. You got a problem with that, Orly?
No, he laughed. He definitely got a problem.
I'm laughing at Aunt Daniels, bro. He got me down over here with his comments.
I'll have to check them out. Let's highlight the comments. How about you, Orly? You got a problem with that?
With what now?
Put in. Who was it at 8 that we spent?
Yeah, I like
stupid, bro.
Oh boy.
This guy. Oh shit. So for 8 we doing between Queen Latifah, MC Light, and who?
I said Cardi B.
And Cardi B. You said Queen Latifah, MC Light, or Cardi B? Light or Cardi B? I'm gonna say between Queen Latifah and MC Light.
And you say Latifah over Light, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So Light at 8. So it's between Latifah and Cardi, y'all. And he wants Latifah out of here. I think Latifah means so much, man. She does so much for so many legendary artists. Fucking Naughty by Nature, Flavor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Movies, fucking sitcoms.
Yeah, you're right.
I think Cardi gonna have to
Super.
go, guys. So
Yeah.
Cardi,
Yeah. I agree. I agree. Because she's too big for the culture. I think Latifah is huge in the culture.
so Cardi
Huge.
at 6, y'all.
Yep.
All right. So we got obviously. Damn. You know what? It's either gonna have to be. Okay, we got Nicki, Missy, Kim, Latifah, Eve, Foxy. I still want to sacrifice Latifah. I'm willing to say either Eve or Foxy, y'all.
And in
I
that
say
case,
Foxy over Eve.
I'll take. Yeah. Ooh, that's tough.
I do
One
too,
was
but I love
one was
Eve.
with the firm. One was with the firm. The other one was Rough Rider.
One was with the Rough Riders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's tough.
that is tough.
I
That's
take
tough.
Foxy over. The reason why I take Foxy over her because the era her and Kim ushered in, she rapped alongside the likes of Jay-Z, Nas, AC, Nature, Cormega.
Biggie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, at their time. So, oh man, I take Foxy over, and I love Eve. I love Eve. Don't get me fucked up. But I just think
Ooh,
Foxy rap some better Hall of Famers. Foxy rap with the Locks, DMX, and don't get me fucked up, they Hall of Famers. But I think Foxy's, the shit she did on her film was incredible.
yeah, that's
So I
true.
don't know. I don't know.
And you after breaking it down like that, I don't have because that's pretty much a resume. So if that's the case, I would probably I could agree with that. I could agree.
So at 6, we put in Eve,
Who was 7?
Cardi B.
Cardi.
Oh,
So now we got our top 5, fellas. We got to the top 5. Nicki, Missy, Little Kim, Queen Latifah, Foxy Brown. I say Foxy at 5.
Foxy at
Nicki,
5.
Missy, Little Kim, Latifah, Foxy Brown. Who you
I
put
could
at
agree with
5? Who you
Fox.
put at 5? How about you,
Fox.
Orlito?
Nicki, Missy, Little Kim,
Nicki, Missy, Little
Foxy.
Kim, Queen Latifah, Foxy Brown.
Um, um, fuck it. I'm gonna say Queen Latifah again.
Well, we
Oh
already know
boy.
that. So you're outnumbered 2-1. So we know who number 4 then obviously is Latifah. So number 5 will be Foxy Brown. She's out of here, Orly, and now fucking Latifah out of here.
She's out of here.
Damn. All right, Latifah. At least the OG made it to the top 3 for sure.
Yep, for
All
sure.
right, guys. We got Nicki, Missy, and who? No. Who we got? Yeah, I just had it. Not Little Kim.
It should have
Yeah,
been Nicki
Little Kim.
Missy.
Little Kim. Yeah, Nicki, Missy, and Little Kim.
All right, here we go.
Nicki.
Yeah. Whoa, hold on. You said she should. So you said she should go in third.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Because now we got to be careful. We got to be real careful with this one. Because she's got the body of work, right? And she also
Yeah.
has the sales and the sales, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is where this get dangerous because
and to her argument, 2010, she was out rapping every rapper, male artists included. She got on Monster with Jay-Z, Rick Ross, Kanye. She got on tracks with J.Cole. She was getting on tracks with Young Money, her camp. 2010, like Little Kim was the best female rapper. Okay. Little Kim was the best female rapper in the game, right? At her time. But it could be argued that Nicki Minaj was the best rapper in the game, period, at a time. Does that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. I can see
Because
that.
people talk about this run, this 15-year run that Drake was on. Well, people forget 2010, that Pink Friday shit, oh, it's over with. It was
Yeah,
Nicki's.
it's crazy.
But that's my argument for her. But I don't know, man. So we got Missy, Nicki, Kim. And Orly said Nicki. And who you throw in at 3? Reno?
Oh man, it's tough. It's tough because I mean, you just made the case for Nicki. You also made a case for Kim, and I believe Missy is the more creative. I think she's more
Yeah.
creative than both of them as far as
That's what
creativity.
Well, if we want to be honest, we're already at 3. I think Missy's number 1 to me. So really, it's a battle of 2 or 3. But let's get it out the way. At number 3, Orly says Nicki. Who would you place at 3?
mm,
Because I already know who I'm going for number 1.
man, I would say Missy at 3.
Mm.
For some odd reason, I just can't go against the other 2.
I'll go Missy, Nicki, Kim,
Mm.
like and Daniel said.
Yeah, I think that's yeah. That's how I'm kind of seeing it. So we're just gonna have to settle for 3. Will be you said Missy. Yeah, the battle. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. The only reason I will place Nicki above Kim is because her accolades, she was able to do it, how she did it. But she is cut from the Little Kim mold. Let's not get that mistaken.
That's true.
Little Kim, Foxy Brown set the tone because before them we had MC Light dressing like a man. We had the Brad looking like Snoop Dogg Jr. And when Little Kim, Foxy Brown came around, you know, they brought sex appeal for women. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, man, dude, this is tough for me. Missy, Nicki, Kim, and that's kind of how I see it too. That's kind of how I kind of see it. And again, if it was based off originality, yeah, Nicki be out of here. Kim would be gold. How you
Yeah.
seeing it, Ori? I agree with Nick. Actually, that's my top right
Yeah, I
there.
agree.
Yeah, that's the way.
I'm
But I
about,
think both of y'all said it that way. I think I was the only one that had Missy 3.
all right. So, man, we knocked it out. Boom, boom. So we got our top 25. The Great Minds Think Alike would like to thank Nolan, Nick, everybody who tuned in. And here we go. We're gonna name them off. At 25, you got Daryl White. 24, Left Eye. 23, Lady of Rage. 22, Moni Love. 21, Lotto. 20, Doja. 19, Roxanne Shante. 18, Doechii. 17, Rhapsody. 16, Trina. 15, Megan. 14, Remy. 13, Salt and Pepper. 12, Glorilla. 11, Gangsta Boo. 10, Lauryn Hill. 9, The Brat. 8, MC Light. 7, Cardi B. 6, Eve. 5, Foxy Brown. 4, Queen Latifah. 3, Little Kim. 2, Nicki Minaj. 1, Missy Elliott.
There we go.
Congratulations, guys. We got
Great
through
job.
it.
Great job.
Great job. We did it. Created. She set the tone to win. Constance said, yo, facts. All right, man. Hey, man, that was fun, man. I'm
Yeah, it
glad
was.
we pulled that out. So here we go, man. So we ain't gonna take up too much of everybody's time, but it's time for we show our respects. And today's episode is the Grandma's Think Alike, episode 27, Grand Chap. And the reason we call it Grand Chap is for one reason only. Today is this man's day. Sold over 75 million records worldwide. First artist to have five albums debut at #1 on Billboard 200 charts, a feat that cemented his place in history. Hip-hop history. Won American Music Award, Billboard Music Awards, was nominated for Grammys. Appeared in a dozen movies, Baddies, Romeo Must Die, Exit Wounds. We're talking about the legendary Dark Man X, DMX. Orlito, man. You heard I rang off some of the accomplishments. First hip-hop artist that debuted 5 straight #1s. What's your thoughts on DMX as we remember the dog 4 years later from his death anniversary?
It's kind of funny because I think we talked about this before when we talked about horrorcore. We never really mentioned DMX, and I think he kind of falls in that a little bit. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I was younger, because I was I was born in '87, so I'm kind of young, and man, when I seen DMX, bro, I'm not gonna lie, like especially the one, was it Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, where he's on the cover and he's all full of blood and shit. Bro, I was kind of intimidated by that by that album. You know what I'm saying? I was younger, so I was like, man, I don't know about this shit, whatever. But when I checked it out, or when I ended up checking dude out, he was just different, bro. I remember liking a lot of his songs. Stop Being Greedy was like one of my all-time like favorite, just how I had that beat switch or whatever. And then he had like he had like, how Nova would like to say, he had range, you know what I'm saying? He could give you like that. And I wouldn't even call it like lovey-dovey shit, because it was gangster. I liked that song that where he got the female singing the hook. And I got to know, or some shit. Got to go down. Yeah, that shit. Somebody ended up reusing that resample that beat or whatever. But you know, that song was cold. I remember liking that song. The shit that he did with Swizz B, and get it on the floor, get it on the floor. That shit used to go hard as fuck. Yeah, bro, he had a lot of like bangers, you know what I'm saying? Like like them anthem type songs. And when you throw them on, you can't help but to be like, you know, want to either like rap the parts of his verse. You might want to bark in the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? You just it kind of give you that type of energy, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely got energy to it. So yeah, I always kind of appreciated that about DMX, how I felt like he, like, out of like the three, like, and I don't like to compare, but between like Ja Rule and Jay-Z. It was just something different with Do. I felt like he made you believe more what he was talking about. He was very convincing. You know what I'm saying? And then just the way that he presented himself, and like I heard stories where they say like dude would do shows and fucking he would come out raging and then he would pray at the end and have people crying and he would be crying and shit like that. Like that's wild, you know what I'm saying? That shit's crazy. It's a crazy ass experience, you know, to experience go to a concert like that and experience something like that. So yeah, I think dude was fucking dope, definitely ahead of his time. And considering all of like the obstacles and all of like the bullshit and all like the turmoil that he actually had to go through, and you know he made it. You know he kept making it even after he'll make it. He'll fuck up, get locked up. He'll still be relevant. You know what I'm saying? He just had that energy about it. There was something about him. You know what I'm saying? You just wanted to know about it. You wanted to hear what he had to say, or you know what I'm saying? He just seemed real genuine.
Yep.
About you, Reno? Your thoughts on the
Oh man. To me, I think he, not saying that he is Pac, but you know how when somebody pour that emotion to the, I think he may have been the closest to that.
True.
And then you even brought up the acting. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like he embodied that too, also. And you brought up the five albums. He also, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was one of the first artists too in hip hop to go platinum twice in 1 year. Because I think if you can remember,
living artist. Tupac was the first artist for All Eyes on Me, Machiavelli.
Right.
96.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. All Eyes on Me. Yeah. Yeah. So living artist. Exactly. So because I think Flesh in My Flesh and It's Dark in Hell It's Hot came out the same year. Yeah.
98.
Yep. Exactly. So and the consistency and that and now that you brought that up, that's another strange comparison between the two, as far as that goes. So it's almost like and then the stage performance, crazy. His performance was nuts. You know, I remember seeing LL. He had a song. I think what was the name of the song? It was LL, DMX, and I forgot.
4-3-2-1.
There you go. Yeah. And when he took the stage, I think LL even said it too. It was different, totally different.
Yeah.
Yep. So one of the greats.
You touched on Stop Being Greedy. I want to talk to the impact of that song, right? The aesthetics, right? The video, black and white. What is that? That's someone. Oh, okay.
I think that's me.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready. Sorry.
Okay, my bad. I was like, that song, Stop Being Greedy. Right? So we're talking about 1998. We're fresh off 97, and 97 started off with Life After Death, and then it rolled into No Way Out from Puff Daddy and the Family, right? So we're in the shiny shoe era, right? 97 to 98, and just that fast, DMX ended it. Fuck them fucking big budget videos. Fuck them shiny suits. I'm performing in this stage with a crowd and make sure my videos flicker black and white. That would stop being greedy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's one of them dudes to me that not only he should be remembered for his music, but what he accomplished at the time he accomplished it. He disrupted the game. Everybody was following what Bad Boy was doing except for that man. And that man succeeded. 98, you talked about it. He dropped His Dark, His Hell, His Hot. He dropped Flesh of My Flesh in the same year. The reason Flesh of My Flesh came out is because Def Jam spent all this money signing all these artists, and they in the hole. Oh, DMX first album went. Let's get this other one. That was to get them out the red. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Flesh my flesh.
Yeah.
That's why if you think about it, it has some songs on there. We'll get to that. But anyhow, that's the impact of DMX to me is disrupted the game at the time when everything was shiny, everything was big budget videos, and he was different. His subject matters. He talked about pain. He talked about trauma. He talked about enduring struggles. You know what I'm saying? And he was look. You mentioned Pac, right? And
Right.
I would take it one step further where we got to see DMX and like we got to see Tupac show emotion, right? But we got to see DMX not only show emotion, but we seen him at his most vulnerable moments. You said it when he talked about standing on stage, he's burned tears, you know, and Tupac was one of a kind, DMX is one of a kind, and I believe their connection to fans. I don't think no other artist, except for one I might have seen, was gonna be that the kid XXXTentacion.
Yeah.
But I really don't see no artist really have that real connection with fans like that, where they can really like, you know. So let's dive into some of you said Jay-Z Rule, right? You mentioned he was more Orly, you said he was more believable, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, fun fact. Not only was he more believable, he was the only one at that time that we could look at and be like, he looked like us.
Mm-hmm.
That fact.
Yeah.
That's talking about what I went. He's talking about what I went through or someone else went through with my uncle, but he's talking about, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's the difference. You know, Jay-Z is credited for being wordsmith, MC, lyricist, this and that. But not even Hove didn't have that connection like that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like they respected Hove.
Mm-hmm.
They respect Hove, but they don't connect with Hove. They connected with DMX. They connected with Tupac, you know. So I think that for sure what played a part to it was his honesty, the vulnerability. We got to see him succeed. We seen him, like Orly said, go to jail. We seen him fail. We seen him come back and succeed. And you know, we'll get to it eventually, but let's go along. We already talked about the impact. You know, one of y'all talked about how he cried on stage, this and that. Basically, that made Jay-Z change his whole set for the Hard Knock Life tour, where Jay-Z's like, man, I can't follow this guy. I need to go a cappella for these people could hear me rap. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. Let's get into his catalog. May 19th is Dark and Hell is Hot. 251st week, went 4 times platinum in the US alone, 7-time worldwide. Rough Riders, Fucking with D, The Storm, etc. I think that was a dope debut. Lyrically, I think he's there, man. I listen to these albums, but I just think the production is what like holds it back from lasting the test of times. You know what I'm saying? Like certain music you can listen to and it just still sounds like, you know, I don't know. I just think the production into it right now. Back then it was fucking fire. Overall, the production long haul, I don't know if it aged well. What's your thoughts, Reno, on Dark is Dark and Hell is Hot?
I don't know. I think my disadvantage would be the fact, and I'm kind of biased to it because I sometimes live in the nostalgia of things. I think it aged well, in my opinion. You know, what's the one song? The niggas that started something featuring the Locks and Mace. You know, I think Mace was even on there. You know, so a lot of those. Matter of fact, I think I listened to it earlier when I knew that we would be doing this topic, and I thought it aged well. I thought it did. You know, thought it aged real well. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, to me, yeah, I thought the album did.
How about you, Orlito? What's your thoughts on this Dark and Hell is Hot? I know you said
I think
you picked up on it.
Yeah, I think I picked up more on the flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, and I think I personally like that one more just because of the that was like the first one that I kind of heard, and I heard like certain songs from there kind of like resonated with me. So yeah, I would say for me personally, I would take flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood over It's Dark and Hell is Hot.
Okay. Yeah, I think, like I said, lyrically, content. I mean, content. Yeah, he did his shit. Like the pain, the trauma, everything on this album. Like he didn't miss as far as the words went. It just, I don't know, some production to me didn't stand up well. But so if 1 out of 5, well, 5 being the highest, what would you give this project, Orlito?
3.
How about you, Reno?
4.
I'm gonna give it 3.5. I'm gonna give it 3.5. Let me check out some comments. Oh, we already checked that one. I'm listening to Sleeping Heavy like RPX. Yeah, that's one of my favorites too.
Yeah, me too.
As a barber, I love this show. It is every shade spirit group. As a barber, right. Appreciate you tuning in. Great song. Orlito, shout out Orlito tuning in. Oh shit. 3.5. So let's move on. After the success that it went into Flesh of My Flesh, Blood, dropped 670,000 sold first week. His second #1 in a row, 3 times platinum. Even though it sold more the first week, it sold less in the long haul. Orlito, the album you talking about? What are some of the songs that stand out to you on this?
That's the one that has Stop Being Greedy, isn't it?
No, that's the first album. That was Darkest Hell.
Oh, that was the first one? Oh,
yeah.
damn.
Yep.
Well, then I think I liked it that one better. Slipping. That was off of that one, right? Slipping and Falling?
Yep, that's off this one, Flesh of My Flesh.
Yeah, Slipping, Falling. Which one? We Don't Give a F with Jadakiss and Styles P.
Yep.
Is that Coming From? Is that the one that I was talking about?
Yeah,
No, they didn't have that one. Has Mary J. Blige on it. No, I think it was on the last one too.
Here, let me. I got the track list right here. Let me.
Yeah, I got it too. Blackout, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, Heat, Prayer, Blackout, Dodge for Life, No Love for Me, Slipping, The Omen. It's All Good. It's All Good. I liked that one. Coming From.
You know what?
Keep Your. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Reno. What's your thoughts on Flesh of My Flesh?
I loved it. I loved it. Slipping, Dogs for Life was probably my two favorites off that album. Yeah, I like that album a lot. Yeah, because it seems like the consistency. I think lyrically, the second album was actually better. I think he upped it one more on that album.
Damn. After looking at this
Yeah, I
track
think.
list, after looking at
Yeah,
this
I think
track
I
list,
mixed up. I mixed up the first one and the second one.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Looking at this track list, I will say, oh man, this is hard because there ain't no sunshines on here, slippings on here, blackouts on this. Oh man, this
It's crazy,
it's
right?
hard. Yeah, this album is crazy. Some of the production again, man. I think the DMX best production is Dame Grease. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. When Dame Grease is on the boards, bro,
Oh yeah,
Dark
yeah, he
Man X,
kills it. Yeah,
yeah, Dark Man
yeah,
X in his pocket, man.
yeah.
Um, yeah, again, I'm gonna give this a 4, bro. I'm gonna give this a 4. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 4. What you give this, Orlito?
I'm gonna give this one the 3.5, and I'm gonna change the other one from a 3 to a 4.
Okay.
So it's
What
dark and
about
hell is
you,
hot. I'm
Reboot?
gonna give that a 4, and I'm gonna give this one a 3.5.
Yeah, I'm
What
gonna
about you,
stick. I'm gonna
Reno?
stick. I'm gonna stick with a four. I'm gonna give this one a four also. Yeah, I give it a four.
I
Yeah,
got
cause it's dark and hell is hot. It's gotta get at me, dog. Stop being greedy. The Rough Riders anthem, how it's going down.
I
yeah.
mean, because it's percentages.
The only reason I didn't give it a 4 because of the production. But go ahead, Reno. What you were saying the
I
percentage
feel
was?
you.
I was gonna say because of the like, if you weighing out the percentages, like if you take the song listing and you weigh out the
Yeah,
percentage of what's bad versus what's good, it's like it's
yeah,
almost like
that's
he got a yeah he got a higher rate of good. It's more so good than bad on each album. So that's why I stuck with a
all
four.
right.
I like both of them.
You know what? I'm gonna run that back. I'm gonna give Dark and Hell is Hot a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4, and that's about where the run ends with me. Now we go into. Oh, matter of fact, between them projects, DMX was so hot that he started in his first movie, Belly, starring Nas, Method Man, and Rico, the one that's be like, I don't like that shit. But
Yeah,
anyhow, let's go. Let's continue. So it's dark, hell is hot, flesh of my flood, flesh of my flesh, and then there was X. Um, this is his biggest album to date. 696,000 sold in the first week, 5 times platinum. This is as far as goes the 5 run mark. Before I talk out my ass, let me ask Reno, what's your thoughts on Daniel's X?
I agree when they say it's his. I think it was his best album. I think it was his best. That was the best album. If I would give one of his albums a five, that's the one. That's
That
definitely the
one?
one. Yeah, that one I give five. Oh yeah, look at that song. That song
Yeah,
listed is crazy on there.
yeah. Actually,
It's
man, I'm
crazy.
tripping. It's the next one. Um, it's the one. What's the one? Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Which one's that one? Party Up? Yeah, I think that is.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, they could get that fucking song up out of here. That shit's so fucking trash. So yeah, so you said this is a 5. This is your favorite DMX album.
That's my favorite DMX album.
Okay. Orlito, what's your thoughts on Then There Was X?
Um, I give it. I'll probably give it a 4.
Yeah, man. Like it do. I ain't gonna lie. I gave it a 4. And I would have gave this shit a 4 or 5. But some of the lyrics was on here was questionable. I think this is that album when he was offering himself to a lot of men, like, come here. You remind me of a stripper. Come suck me off. I'm like, man, that album, and like, this was that album for sure. I was like listening to, like, yeah, I don't remember none of this shit like that. But that was the energy X brought that. I was like losing my mind with him. Then when you listen to it, I'm like, bro, for real? I don't know. So you, Orly, you said 3.5. You say this is a 5. Ah, shit. Yeah, I'm gonna give this shit a 3. I give it a 4. I'll give it a 4. I'm not gonna. No, actually, take Party Up out of here. This could have been a 5 to me too, bro.
Right.
So I'll give it a 4. Let's go on. So that's 3 in a row, 3 number ones, 3 platinum plaques. Let's go into the Great Depression. 400 still a number one. 440,000 sold first week, one-time platinum. Obviously, this is already, 98, 99, 2000, 2001. This 3 years later from his debut. Some legal problems already occurring. Orlito, what's your thought on the Great Depression, and what would you rank it?
A 3.5 or a 3.
How about Shooting on the Dawn?
I'm about the same with this one. Probably a 3.
Yeah, me too. I will say this much. He fucking phoned it. It's one of my favorite DMX's songs because I think it's the beat and his energy, but I think he called this one in because everything was just one word bar, like the pain, the suffering, the pain, yeah, who we be? He's like the rat, the cat,
They
the
don't
dog.
know. Yeah, he was going crazy on that one in my life.
Classic.
Then we get into the 5th number 1 album.
This one,
Grand Champ.
this is my favorite. This is my favorite album.
I would say I agree too. The shit with 50 Cent. Actually, man, My Life. The beginning with the chick. My life. Like, I don't know. I think this was DMX. This album to me was him at his most realist, and I think this was therapeutic to him. Like, this is where I'm at, what I've been through, and this is what I'm doing, type shit. This is Orly's favorite album. This is my favorite album. Reno, what's your thoughts on the Grand Champ? This is his, as far as the 5 go, this is his least selling album first week. As far as, what's your thoughts on this album?
Yeah, I thought that was a great album too. I think because, like you said, I think he was more vulnerable on this album. This album right here, I think he was. You know what I'm saying? There was more emotion and more passion into this one. I think. I thought it was a good album. I gave it. I would give it a 4. A 4.
You know what? I'm gonna have to give this a 4.5. I will give it a 5 down. I don't know. Let me check this. Cause man, I'm already looking where the hood at. Rain the fuck off. Get it on the floor. Rain the fuck off. Yeah, like Life, the second song today. I don't know, man. I'm gonna give this a 4.5.
4.5. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna give it to, a 4.5.
Yeah.
And the reason why the only reason I rank this higher than it's Darker Than Hell Inside is the production. The production on this motherfucker, clean. This one was legit.
There was some good shit on there. Definitely.
So we're gonna breeze through now. I just because obviously Grand Champ, he was the first artist to go 5 #1 straight, but he would drop in 2006. Year the Dog selling 126,000 first week, came in number 2. September 11, 2012, Undisputed selling 17,000 first week, came in number 19. And then obviously April 9, 2021, DMX passes away at the age of 50. Lito, thoughts of when you first heard about the dog passing away?
Yeah, I thought that shit was not real. Cause I might be mistaken, but I know he did like a couple drink champs.
Yep.
And I think I was just heavily getting into like watching drink champs and shit. So who doesn't want to watch an interview of DMX, right? So that was like probably one of the first interviews that when I started first checking out drink champs. That's probably the first one that I kind of gravitated towards. And yeah, bro, I don't know. It was just something about it. I was like, man, I didn't believe it. I was like, nah, this can't be true. You know what I'm saying? It's a hoax or some shit. Then I looked it up, and sure enough, the dude had passed away. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. And then, yeah, it was it was kind of surreal to me. Like, you think like people like that are supposed to live for a long time and shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though he did live, a decent amount of time. But what I'm saying is like, you see Jay-Z and Ja Rule still around, so you think, you're gonna be around for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Get old type shit. And especially because he had so many kids, bro. He had 15 kids. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel bad for, his kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fucking X, boy. That boy.
Yeah,
man. Mino,
yes,
what were your thoughts when
sir.
you first heard about X passing
Oh
away?
yeah. The same way. Same way. It's almost like we just spoke about from 98 till now. So it's almost like we grow with these people. You know what I'm saying? You grow
Mm-hmm.
with their music, you grow with their movement and things like that. So you grow some kind of attachment to it, you know. So when it happened, I kind of felt the same way, like, nah. And then you gotta go and research, look, and there it is. So it
Yeah.
was kind of the same thing. And you lost a big chunk of your of growing up pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And it's always a good way to go back and revisit the catalog and remember where you was when it
Mm-hmm.
came out and everything else, you know. So yeah, I think that pretty much the last of his kind. I think
One of
so.
a kind.
So oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that shit hurted me, bro, because like Orly said, the first interview, first and foremost, DMX first interview on Drink Champs took Drink Champs to the next level. He
Yeah, it
was,
did.
because DMX, he was frequent, he's a frequent visitor there. But his last one was the one, it wasn't heartbreaking watching, it was just heartbreaking after his passing because dog looked healthy. I
Mm-hmm.
never seen dog, I mean,
Yeah.
he looked happy,
Yeah.
and I think that's what kind of like hurt it, like, man, like he went through everything he went through, from his mom leaving him at the foster home, thinking she was gonna come back to get him,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
saying
He
his
went
best
through
friend
it.
is a dog,
He did.
so when I heard about the passing, it's like, damn, why now? The man's happy, he looks healthy. But that was my thoughts, man. One of my favorites of all time, without a doubt. The two albums that I mentioned, Reno, did you listen to them at all? Because I really did it. I
Which
tried
ones?
to, but Undisputed and Year of the Dog again and Undisputed.
I really didn't get into him like that. I can't sit here and say I did. I didn't.
Yeah, me. That's why I just wanted to run through the main five of his prime. But obviously, when he passed away, they dropped the posthumous album Exodus. That sold 32,000 first week sales, and he charted coming in at number 8. Some highlights on that is Swiss Beats. Actually, I ain't gonna lie. This album, as far as production, was better. Swiss did better with his production for X on this. Some of the
Right.
highlights was the songs with the Locks, obviously, the Usual Suspects type shit, and
Yeah.
a song with Jay-Z and Nas, which I think that was a cash grab, like let's boost Dog's album. But I didn't like. I love Jay-Z, I love Nas, and I just that formula didn't work for me. But when you get a
Right.
chance, check it out. Orlito, any
Mm-hmm.
any final thoughts on the impact and the legacy of DMX, and what is the legacy of DMX?
Man, when I think of DMX, I just think of like somebody with a lot of energy. That almost almost seemed like the type of energy that doesn't run out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
always there like that. Even I'm not even talking about like performance or like or I'm talking about overall, just him as a human being, as overall like a person. He just had this
Yeah,
type of energy about him, bro, that when he was in a room, like you ain't had no choice but to pay attention or to notice or to look or to listen, or you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, there's not a lot of people that come around that can have that type of impact. That whenever they say something or their presence or something like that could grab somebody's attention like that. You know what I'm saying? And that was what I when I think of DMX or like his legacy or whatever, that's what I think about the most is that how impactful he was. And like we just said, like against all like the shit that he had to go through, all the stuff he had to conquer, all the all that the bullshit that he had to go through. You know what I'm saying? And he still somehow was able to find himself in a comfortable, decent position. Sure, he battled his demons just like we all do, but
Yep.
overall, he was a smart ass guy, bro. That motherfucker was smart. He was smart. He knew what he was talking about. And he was, I wish there was more people like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you need people like that. They're genuine. You know what I'm saying? He's a genuine ass person. You get what you see with that person. There's no fakes, no facades, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I appreciated about X.
Yep.
Reno the Dawn. What's your thoughts on the impact and the legacy of Darkman X?
Legendary, real, and unapologetic. My favorite, I'm gonna just mention this moment. Now I know y'all know it. When he was on the Breakfast Club, and
Mhm.
they asked him about Drake. He said, "Yeah, I don't like nothing
Yeah,
about him. Yeah, I don't
I
like
don't
nothing
like
about
nothing
him."
about. I don't like how you sing. I don't like how you walk. I don't like how you talk. I don't like how you dress. I don't like how you stare. I don't like how you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went crazy.
And in that same
I
interview, they mentioned Rick Ross, and he said,
he,
"Yeah, it's got to be more to life than
Eden.
just eating chicken, eating wings." Yeah, yeah. So it's that type of stuff we gonna miss, man.
And
I
he
do.
stood for the whole interview. On what? He didn't stand for
Yeah,
that whole interview.
Yeah,
yeah. He
Yeah,
stood for that
yeah,
whole
he didn't even
interview.
sit
Yes, he
down.
did.
He didn't even sit
exactly.
down.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the kind of stuff we gonna miss, man. Right there. Well, we miss.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The real, the real,
Mm-hmm.
the real, for sure.
Yep.
And my final thoughts on the thoughts, my final thoughts on the impact and legacy of X. Obviously, came in the game when the game needed him before the game got too poppy, before it would poppy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, vulnerability, his connection to the audience, his performance unmatched. There's a video footage on YouTube of him at 1999 Woodstock with that fucking crowd going crazy.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
yeah.
that crowd was going crazy for Darkman X, but yeah, he had a hell of a run, a successful run. I don't know. Snoop Dogg had a great, without a doubt, Doggy Style as far as music go. But if we go in our first year, man, do someone got a better or a bigger, let me not say better. Do someone got a bigger debut year than DMX? He has 2 #1 albums that debuted on the #1 movie at that time, Belly. So
Right.
it's up for discussion, but that's my thoughts on DMX. Reno the Don, man. Before we get you up out of here, we appreciate you, bro, rocking with us as always.
Always.
You know, part of the family. Anytime you're welcome back. We're gonna shoot you topic and whatever you want to join us for. You're welcome to come back on, man. We'll be more than happy to have you back on. But we appreciate you, Orly. You want to say something, and then before Orly, before you get up out of here, let people know where they can find you and contact you at.
Okay,
So go ahead, Orly.
Yeah, just shout out to everybody that tuned in. Appreciate the engagement and everything on the topics. And we'll see you next Thursday. Like, subscribe, share, comment. That helps out the channel grow, and it helps the helps the channel grow. You know what I'm saying? It helps the algorithms and all of that. So we appreciate that when y'all do that. Subscribe, like, comment, share, all of that stuff, all that good stuff. Yeah, we appreciate y'all, man. And we'll see y'all next Thursday.
There we go.
Reno, where they can find you, brother.
Okay. Everything handle being Reno the Don. So that's Instagram, that's TikTok, and visit Global Independence. And subscribe to that channel too. That's the YouTube channel. And what else? What else did I want to say? Oh, I hope y'all didn't cost me my ranking.
Oh,
I'm talking about I think y'all might have cost me. I think y'all might have cost me my ranking. Now I might have to start all the way back over because I know I was like on the 7th or 8th week. Yeah.
All you gotta do is just jump out real quick.
Yeah. For sure, man. But every time, man, I love it, man. I love coming. Love coming.
We appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you.
For sure. For sure.
We out of here,
Love y'all.